you've got in us. Good morning. It is the 24th of December. It is Christmas Eve, but most importantly, it is the final day of Expresso for 2024.
Absolutely. Welcome to your Feel Good show. You're opening up with us on S3. And let me tell you, we have a jam-packed show for you. And also, happy Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve, Kyle. You feeling good? It's day 2 on your live show?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling a little bit more confident here today. I feel like I got received well. So, yeah, I feel good.
You did get received well, and our Feel Good fam definitely was like, well done, Kyle. Good job. We can't wait to have you back, and we are here for 3 hours of nothing but great entertainment coming your way. When it comes to highlights of 2024, can you throw your mind back to anything that had happened in the past 12 months that you're very excited about?
Absolutely. I think we finished our 7 Delon season, which was amazing, which was incredible. I got Little Kenya this year, which was incredible. And then I started at the Expresso show, which was absolutely amazing. And you?
Listen, there is only one highlight, and we got to get into it. I joined the Expresso family, and it has been an unreal journey for the past 7 months. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. And in the interim, I mean, I got to go to London to see the premiere of Wicked. I got nominated for Best Presenter. It has just been a fantastic year. I called it 2020 more. And it definitely has been more than more.
Yes,
so
it has.
Very excited to be here. And we're going to get into really good stuff, Carl, but I think we got to start with a high five.
Yes, we do.
Let's get into it, and let's get into your good morning post for this morning. Good morning and happy Christmas Eve. We got to ask you to fill in the blank, all right? And I'm trying to do this in my Mariah voice where all I want for Christmas is ... You've got to complete the blank when it comes to that. Let us know via 0634088863, or you can hit us up across our social media platforms and get into it. Be creative. You can say anything. It's a no judgment zone, and let us know what you want for Christmas, all that you want for Christmas. But now, though, it's just gone a few minutes after 6 o'clock. Of course, it's time to get into official duties with your news.
And we're heading over to your national news. It's your Christmas Eve, so let's kick it off, shall we? Dobsonville residents in Soweto, Johannesburg, face a bleak festive season as power outages persist. Elderly residents from wards 47 and 48, representing around 100 households, have endured 7 months without electricity. Despite discussions with Eskom officials in Diepkloof, the issue remains unresolved. Frustrated residents stage a protest at Eskom's Megawatt Park in Sandton, demanding the urgent restoration of power. And the South African Medical Association, SAMA, has raised alarms about the rise in emergency cases linked to alcohol consumption during the festive season. Chairperson Dr. Mvuyisi Mzukwa highlighted the dangers of excessive drinking, noting its role in social harm and increased road accidents. He revealed that alcohol-related incidents accounted for a third of South Africa's 1,427 road fatalities in 2023. And now we take a look at your international news. Luigi Mangione, accused of murdering health insurance executive Brian Thompson on a Manhattan street, has pleaded not guilty to state murder charges, labeling him a terrorist. The 26-year-old appeared in court under heavy security after his arrest in Pennsylvania ended a 5-day manhunt. The case, which has withdrawn both condemnation and controversial public support, highlights tension over healthcare costs in the U.S. And Donald Trump's presidential transition team is reportedly preparing for the United States to withdraw from the World Health Organization at the start of a potential second term. Health law expert Lawrence Gostin revealed plans to sever ties with the UN agency, aligning with Trump's criticism of its operations. Such a move would signal a significant shift in U.S. global health policy and pandemic cooperation. And on your Christmas Eve, we're heading over to your feel-good news. A 71-year-old grandmother from Lower Kobonko village near Kobogo in the Eastern Cape has received an early Christmas gift, a new home. Nopendile George's house was destroyed by heavy rains last year, but thanks to a call from a neighbor and support from the Chipa Mpengesi Foundation, her life has been absolutely transformed. Joji expressed her gratitude, saying, "I'm over the moon. You have changed my life, and now I have a home." And we're heading over to your sports with Carissa.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Let's get into some sporting action now. We get started with some rugby news. Of course, on everybody's mouth is Sasha Feinberg Mngozulu. Is he going to be back? Yes. Apparently, he's back in training and likely to feature in the DHL Stormers United Rugby Championship clash against the Sharks on Saturday. Now, the Springbok overcame a hip pointer injury from last weekend's 29-10 win. Meanwhile, number 8 Evan Roos is back in training but expected to return in January. Now we head into your footballing updates, where Bukayo Saka will miss many weeks after a hamstring injury in Arsenal's 5-1 win over Crystal Palace. The winger, with 5 goals and 10 assists this season, is a major loss for the Gunners. Now Arsenal, currently third, face Ipswich on Friday, trailing leaders Liverpool by 6 points with the game in hand. Let's move over to your tennis news. Two-time Grand Slam doubles champion Max Purcell has been provisionally suspended for breaching anti-doping regulations, the ITIA confirmed. The Australian admitted to using a, quote, prohibited method and is barred from tennis events, including the 2025 Australian Open. Now, Purcell ranked 12th in doubles, won Wimbledon in 2022 and the US Open this year. What's happening in cycling news? Well, the 2025 Giro d'Italia will make history by starting in Albania, marking the first time the race begins in the country. Organizers announced that the opening stage on the 9th of May will run from Durrës to Tirana. Now, Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama highlighted the event as an opportunity to showcase Albania to a global audience. The full route will be revealed next month. Of course, we'll keep our eyes on all things to do with updates on cycling. For now, though, let's check in with your weather with Kyle.
And taking a look at your weather, the South African Weather Service warns of severe weather during the festive season. Damaging winds and flashing flood recently hit Mokopane in Limpopo, Kwakwa in the Free State, and Tembisa in Gauteng, closing bridges in Centurion. Disruptive rain may cause flooding in western Limpopo and northern Gauteng, while the southwestern interior stays warm and dry. Christmas Day brings morning drizzle in Limpopo and Mpumalanga, with hot, fire-prone conditions in the Cape Provinces. Isolated showers on the day of goodwill will affect most regions, with scattered thunderstorms in Gauteng and the Free State. Let's take a look at your sunrise view this morning. This was sent from Prosper from Expresso in the Eastern Cape. Absolutely beautiful. Don't forget to share your morning with us on 063 408 8863. Now let's take a look at your temperatures in your city.
At least Cape Town gets 25 degrees on Christmas Eve, right?
Yes, we do. What a good time.
Well, listen, it's time to get into the show this morning. And if you've just joined in, welcome to 3 hours of absolute goodness coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Can I tell you, I'm hella excited because today we have entertainment to the max. We've got an incredible individual that's going to be joining us, and he is standing by looking so... Look at that. Look at those luscious locks. Please look at the luscious locks. Oh, Damien Pierre, you got to drop that hair
for me.
Drop the hair care routine today. We can't wait to get to know Damien Beard just a little bit more. And then we, of course, are going to get a first row seat into a wonderful performance by him too.
Yes, we do. And we take a look backstage with Carissa as she goes to the Artscape Theatre to look at Peter Turin's new production called The Fair Lady. Let me tell you, it's a jam-packed show. Entertainment for the next 3 hours. Happy Christmas Eve. Stay tuned.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy Christmas Eve. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, this morning, we're joined by an artist with a versatile vocal range who can tackle challenging songs. I'm talking about songs by Adele to Tina Turner. Can you imagine? Tailoring his performance to match the desired ambiance. Now, his name is Damien Beer. You saw him with his beautiful locks, a pop rock sensation in his early 20s, doing the absolute most with his talent. Now, we find out more about his musical journey today, so please help me in welcoming him with a Feel Good welcome. Damien, welcome.
Thank you.
Gotta drop that hair care routine. This?
I do.
Can I have it?
I'm waking up in the morning, just letting, you know, the hair, letting it go, letting
The
it
hair
flow.
dress thing.
It's its own thing.
It's
you know,
gorgeous.
No products used. Not yet.
I'm jealous, my goodness. Okay, it's not about the hair, it is about the music.
But the nails, though. I mean, the
Okay,
nails.
you noticed.
Yeah, I did. I did Festive season.
Let's get into your musical journey.
Yes.
And I'm really curious as to where this bug bit, and where the inspiration started for you.
So it actually started in my early one-digit numbers. Like I'm 3 years old. I started singing. My sister actually went to to our singing school, Gemini Music Academy, and like I just wanted to try it out. I'm like, but this looks fun.
Yeah.
Why not try it? And my mom said, all right, go ahead. And then I started, you know, with my first song, Jonke Blij. I think the broers or someone sings that song, Jonke Blij. And that's kind of been the song in Captain as well. That's kind of when my whole journey started. And I was privileged at the age of 9. I had the honors to sign my first label.
Sure.
Back then it was called Select Music. I think it's now known as Sony Music. So I've been very, very much privileged. And through the years I've just been, you know, getting the exercise and all those things and just trying to get the possible best out of my vocals.
Yes, and we get a front row seat into all of it, which is so
thank you.
exciting.
Thank you.
I mean, you're only in your 20s right now, and you really draw inspiration from the greats of the greats. We're talking Michael Jackson, Adam Lambert. I mean, is there anyone else I've left off?
I mean, probably everyone with big vocal ranges like Celine Dion, like we've mentioned, Adele, all those people. So definitely icons that I look up to, but especially Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah? What is it
mine.
about him?
I think it's the way he interacts with his audience. I think the performance, he's not afraid to say what's on his mind. He just, you know, is a free soul, just doing his thing. And I think that's the thing that kind of intrigued me by his performances. So he's my inspiration throughout. And
Sure.
I wish I had the honors to actually perform with him.
Right.
But definitely someday we will.
Yes, I mean, in heaven. He's waiting for you to get
We're going to
there.
heal the world just like from the top.
I love this. From the top down, we're waiting for you, Damien and Michael. Can't wait to get into that. But I know that if anybody has seen you perform live, they know that your charisma carries across your interaction with the audience too. So I definitely see the similarities there. But let's get into your winning competitions the country over. How has that sort of put you in a position to where you are now to really take advantage of the space that you're in?
So now we're talking about the contract and all those things that kind of put me on the path. So initially I did not want to enter the competition.
Sure.
It's kind of one of those stories that you decide like, you don't want to do it, but at 99 you decide, what can happen? Let's just go. And I remember I was standing like in the middle of Discam, I think, getting the email telling me like, I'm in the contract. So I'm like, yeah, sure. It's probably like a newsletter. Newsletter, like, thank you for entering. And then I kind of just screamed, yelled, went berserk in like middle of this game. Running to my partner, telling her like, listen, I think I got in. I'm not sure what to do with the news. And then the whole journey started, made a lot of friends, learned a lot of new things, experiences. And I'm very grateful for that moment in my life because I think that's also something that I feel is like a life-defining moment. That's also the moment that I went, I'm doing music.
Sure, properly. I'm committing to this journey.
Exactly. Because I was working for my mom fresh out of high school. I went into, she's got her own construction company. And I love her dearly as well. So I was like, yeah, Mom, I'll help out. I can recommend don't do that. Don't work with your parents.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
You have to make coffee at work and then, you know, get home, like, still make coffee.
Of course.
Because she's one of those traditional parents, like, you're going to make me coffee. I'm like, no. Why?
I've got bigger dreams, Mom.
Exactly. Like, get Alexa. Let Alexa do it for you.
I love that.
So, yeah, going back with the contract, So I've decided to end my career with my mom and then going full on music, and she's very supportive of what I do.
Beautiful.
And I just think the opportunities that came along. I mean, I've been privileged to work with artists like Demi Lee Moore, my favorite Monique Stein, Rafensi, all those people. So I made a lot of friends, and in the same, I learned so much by each and every single one of them.
And I love this because my approach to life is that you've got to be a lifelong learner. So in every space you're in, it's like, what can I take from this, you know? It's so beautiful. I got to ask you our good morning post that we've asked our Expresso fam. All I want for Christmas is... ... You got to fill in the blank.
All I want for Christmas is you. I think so. That's right.
I'm going to tell your girl you said that, okay? Okay. No, I'm
she's
kidding. That
behind
was
the
so beautiful. Thank you so much for showing and blessing us for what we can expect a little bit later. Quickly, 2025, what can we expect?
There's a lot of new things coming. Deciding that I'm going to do 3 singles that I'm going to release, maybe an EP. We're just figuring it out. But I'm very excited. Like, we've got the songs ready to just publish. I just want to play it on like my TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, people, there it is. But then they go like, Damien, please stick to the process, stick to the plan. I'm like,
You've got
come on. Music doesn't have a plan. It's just like, just put it out there. Just go for it.
And what are we expecting today in your performance?
Definitely a lot of like nice vibes. I'm doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Ooh, I love that
Mariah
one.
Carey. A nice Christmas jingle, nice vibe too. Because I heard that you guys like to vibe.
We love to vibe.
So that's definitely going to happen.
We're going to back up dance with you as you're up there.
I didn't bring them along though, so I need help.
So you need help.
I need help.
We will be your Santa's helpers. We will be your elves. We dressed in green and we are ready.
Awesome. I just don't have the beard though, but I'll be the Santa.
You got the hair and that's all that matters. Damien, we're so looking forward to seeing your performances.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you for, I think this is my first time here.
This
so
is your
much.
debut on your Feel Good show and Feel Good fam. We are getting ready for the goodness that is coming your way. For now, though, Kyle's got something for you.
Oh, Damien, let me tell you, you're going to be singing the entire time. It's definitely vibes here in the studio. And Expresso has its finger on the pulse of things entertainment. And this next theatre production is the perfect excuse to step away from the Christmas cooking and indulge in some classic entertainment. Our beautiful Carissa had the amazing opportunity to go behind the scenes of the latest production of My Fair Lady, showcasing at the Artscape Theatre this festive season. And we get to know the cast and find out from the audience why this production intrigues them so much. Let's take a look.
Hello, Expresso fam. We are on the ground at the Artscape Theatre out in Cape Town as we brace ourselves for one of the most anticipated musicals of the year, and that is My Fair Lady. Based on George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion, this follows the transformation of Eliza Doolittle from a flower seller to a refined young lady. And the best part, you get to join me on a behind-the-scenes look into the crew and the cast that bring this play to life.
I would never budge till spring crept over me windowsill. Someone's head resting on my knee, warm and tender as he can be, who takes good care of me. Wouldn't it be lovely?
Well, let's get into this iconic role. I mean, it really is a little bit intimidating, but nothing you can't handle. So tell me what drew you to it, and also how you intend to put Leah's fingerprint on such a classic role.
I think what's so exciting about Eliza from an actor's perspective is that she has such a beautiful arc, a character journey. I mean, she starts as this kind of innocent street seller. She sells flowers and her life is very simple, and then she's kind of met with this life-changing opportunity and she just has to take it. And I think also the songs and the music for me is very exciting. I come from a very musical and very creative family, so musical theatre is a very special place.
Now, you share this role of Eliza Doolittle with Brittany Smith. How does your interpretation of it set it apart?
We worked together on The Sound of Music last year, so it's been very exciting to work side by side this time around. And Britt and I both come from 2 slightly different training backgrounds. She's with Cape Town Opera, so I come from a more musical theatre background. She teaches me things, I teach her things. It's been a collaboration, even though we aren't on stage together. And I'll be honest, quite a sisterhood.
Craig, thank you for having us in this beautiful space today as we anticipate another show tonight. How did you approach the often contentious but also very complex character of Henry Higgins?
Well, unlike many people, I didn't grow up on this piece, so I watched it when I knew we were doing it. And I quickly rang up our director, Stephen Stead, and I said, we can't do this. We can't say these things. And he said, you know, we have to understand that he's not being horrible or nasty. He just is that way.
Let a woman in your life, and your serenity is through. She'll redecorate your home from the cellar to the dome, then get on to the enthralling fun of overhauling you.
The essence of a human being transcends all. And what happens to this man, who is so classist and sexist and thinks it's my way or the highway and he knows everything, is the essence and the fire and zest and zeal and verve of this street girl is what he falls completely in love with and what he becomes completely enamored by. And ultimately, I think if human beings could give other human beings a chance and we just get to see someone's soul and the essence of who they are, class, race, culture fall away.
Graham, the production is here. People have enjoyed it. We're yet to enjoy some more performances coming up. Tell me how this experience has been for you so far.
It's a wonderful production from every point of view. You can see this wonderful set that I'm standing in. It feels as though I'm standing in a Victorian house of the period, and I'm playing Colonel Pickering. Everybody loves Colonel Pickering, and so he's the delightful, sort of quirky, funny, eccentric one, and it's just beautiful.
Tell us a bit more about how you added freshness and relevance to this role as a seasoned actor.
You know, it's all there in the text. I mean, it's George Bernard Shaw, and it is a brilliant text. It's funny, it's witty, it's clever, it's emotional, it's all of those things. You know, it's such a celebration, and seeing the audiences rising to their feet, clapping, cheering, it's quite obvious that it's been a wonderfully uplifting experience, and so it should be.
I grew up with My Fair Lady, and I saw it as a baby or as a child, and I wanted to share it with the family, and they grew up with the video, so it's going to be fun.
I'm here because I've heard so much about Fair Lady. I haven't seen it before, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
14 of our family, yep, all coming, and the little ones, I hope they can keep awake, but they're all very excited, and they'll be arriving shortly. They've never been, they're little, and I think it's going to be wonderful to see their reactions.
It's a show we've seen several times before in London and elsewhere, and I believe this is exactly up to standard.
When my dad was younger, he had a family tradition of coming to the theatre every year, and we have continued that, and we're going to watch My Fair Lady tonight.
I was in Klerksdorp in school in the Northwest, and I had music as a subject, and My Fair Lady was one of our history productions that we learned about. So when I heard My Fair Lady was in theatre, I just had to come.
I'm forced to be here because this is my cultural experience apparently. So I had to put on long pants and a shirt with a collar and all of that. So we'll see what happens, eh?
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread...
Wow, what an electrifying performance in Zanzi. Let me tell you right now, Expresso fam, you do not want to miss out on the goodness that I just witnessed. Head over to Web Tickets right now because it's coming to a city near you. Book your tickets for My Fair Lady.
What made it so exciting?
Beautiful stuff.
Oh,
and you know,
magic.
the exciting part is that it runs until the 12th of January, so you still have time over the Christmas period to really get into Eliza Doolittle and her world. It's so exciting that she really goes on this trajectory of a woman really becoming into herself.
Yeah.
She goes from selling flowers to being a refined young lady,
Oh.
which we all know with the story of My Fair Lady, but the way these women and men have taken this role on and just brought it to our South African stages is
Magic.
Incredible.
And you know, Peter Turin is remarkable. I think
Yes.
the trajectory of his career has been insane. And in the past couple of years, he has put productions together that has blown South Africa away. So absolutely congratulations. I'm so excited to see it.
Definitely. Like I said, 12 Jan is when it's running until, so please get yourself a ticket to see My Fair Lady. Speaking about Fair Lady, I got a really exciting thing that I got to do. If there's anything about Expresso, they're going to make me do something outside of my comfort zone. And this time around, I went surfing. So
I saw
surprise,
so.
surprise.
I saw so.
But of course, while being out there surfing, you've also got to protect your skin. So I'm going to show you how I managed to do both in just a little bit.
Absolutely. And coming up more on the show, we're talking about overindulging this festive season. But before we do that, stay tuned. There's more after this.
Toys, treats, and festive essentials. One cart delivers them all to your door in just 60 minutes. This December, share a photo of a festive wish list on your socials. Tag One Cart in your posts and stories and add the hashtag #DearOneCart. You could receive a share of 10,000 Rand in One Cart credit, making holiday dreams come true. T's and C's apply. Visit onecart.co.za.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, the festive season is here.
Yes.
So that means one thing and one thing only. Personally, I'm looking forward to delicious holiday meals and also just spending time with my family and, of course, indulging in a couple of treats along the way. But with the temptation of those indulgent foods, it's really easy to overeat during this time. So this morning, we're joined by Dr. Chanel Martinison, a medical doctor from Eno Health Medical Centers, alongside our dietitian, Carla Lawrence, who are here to share their expert insights on how to enjoy the holiday meals without overindulging, paying particular attention to portion control. It's a really tough thing to do.
It is. And
how do we balance this?
I mean, firstly, we all got the green memo.
We
Let's talk about that. It's all shades and colors of green this festive season. Oh, man, Dr. Chanel and Carla, thank you so much for bringing the show.
Thank you for having us.
Incredible. We're talking about overindulging this festive season. And I'm sure South Africa is all about food. I mean, I was in the kitchen 100% yesterday, and it was insane. My mom had me at the pot, and I thought to myself, okay, things are about to get real. So how do we mitigate that this festive season? What are your top tips for that?
Sure, guys, this is a hard topic to talk about because all we're thinking about is overindulging.
Absolutely.
But I think that, like you said, family, getting together, I think traditionally we just associate food with gatherings. So we just want to eat all together. So definitely portion control. And I think also just trying to maybe eat something before you go somewhere so that you're not completely hungry when you get to the next gathering. Yeah, that's what I would say for now, but it is difficult to portion control during this time.
For sure. Can I ask you, what are the main reasons why people tend to overindulge?
I think in general, this is the time when people eat. It's the festive season. So generally, people are, in general, I think we just want to eat. When we see food, we eat with our eyes first before we actually eat something.
I know I do.
so I think that when we're trying to... living healthily, I think it should be a lifestyle. So the choices that we make daily, if we're starting to do it daily and we're actually not trying to think, oh, I must be on a diet, I must eat, I must exercise, if it's a lifestyle, then I think people will be a bit better at it. But then during this time, everything is just so lekker. Like
I know.
The food is...
And it's like it comes once a year, so it's like I have to eat it now. You know?
Yeah, you waited the whole year for this
Well, that trifle, not me personally. I'm eating with trifle, but I know people love it.
Look, we have trifle coming up at the show, so please, let's just relax.
The difference.
Overindulging is such a thing, and this festive season, I'm sure you would expect that festive season is really just about relaxing, but you're so right. There's so much stress eating happening during the festive season, right? And when it comes to alcohol, there's a lot of consumption going on. So how do we stay in that sort of like calorie deficit as we move along during December?
If you Google how much calories actually the wine glass has and all of that, I know some people do calorie counting. I personally don't do it. I don't know whether just ignorance is bliss. But if you actually count it, you'll see that it actually adds so much more to your daily intake. But then also, just apart from the calories, is just eating something before actually drinking any alcohol, because
line the stomach.
The lining, I know people say that, but you don't actually realize your stomach really needs a lining, because the alcohol can be so acidic and the stomach just does not like it on its own. And an empty stomach, you could feel that burn immediately. So I would definitely say to try not overindulge, but eat something just to line the stomach before taking any alcohol.
Okay. I love that so much. Carla, I'm going to come over to you just to talk about portion control. If there's one thing about South Africans, we love to eat. Like we've all confirmed this before.
With our eyes. With our eyes.
I mean, many times with our mouths. So, when it comes to portion control, people are like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? So can you talk to me a bit more about this, why it's important, and what is it?
Yeah, so I think, we don't often think about portion control. We just pack everything onto our plates and we just want to have excessive amounts of everything. But what happens is when you overindulge, you actually feel very uncomfortable. And also, our holiday foods are filled with sugar. So if you're not portion controlling, you're just adding more calories and more calories. So, I mean, in one day, often, we just pack on so many extra calories. So that's why it's important to portion control. You don't want to feel uncomfortable and for the next 3-4 days, so yeah, that's why it's important to portion control.
Yeah, and uncomfortability is what you speak of so much, and I feel that there's a lot of us that don't really know about portion control. How do we see the signs of overeating?
Right.
So you'll feel it on your body, you'll feel bloated, you can't move, you feel tired after a meal. So you generally just want to feel satisfied and comfortable after a meal, and you also want to eat everything. So portion control also helps you to have a little bit of everything without having to pack on extra calories and just have a little bit of, and enjoy the festive season and have the trifle.
Yes.
That's so true.
But in moderation, I think.
Absolutely.
So if I've overeaten, I'm on my 3rd plate and I'm just feeling really uncomfortable, do you have any sort of ways that I can approach food a little bit differently now for the next meal that I might have, or even how to deal with my discomfort in that moment?
So in that moment, I would say go for a walk. So a lot of us go sleep when we feel uncomfortable, but go for a walk, like 5-10 minutes, or do a little bit of stretching, which sounds odd, because I mean, on
that sounds really weird.
I
have a gamut in my stomach and I'm about to do yoga.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to help with the digestion and all of those things. So it will help a little bit with the discomfort. And then the next day, the next day is Boxing Day. So it's going to be,
The meat's in the sandwiches now.
Yes, so it's going to be a leftover kind of day. But then the next day, just take it as another day where you can pick yourself up again, go through a routine of eating healthy again, try the next day to portion control. So yeah, that's how you can make yourself feel comfortable afterwards, and then, you know, just pick up where you left off the next day.
Absolutely love that, because every day is a new opportunity to start again.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for that much needed advice. Like we said, we're just a day away. It's Tuesday, it is Christmas Eve, and we definitely need to prepare ourselves for everything to do with tomorrow.
Absolutely, we're winning big this festive season, and will this Tuesday bring joy and cheer? Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots to find out. Play Powerball for an estimated 38 million rand and Powerball Plus for an estimated 12 million rand today. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za or on the mobile app or on your cell phone banking using *120-7529# for USSD. And don't forget, we have it all posted, all of these details on our Expresso social media pages. So go check them out. Punter, Pusher, Player, My Love, Powerball and Powerball Plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. And you could get lucky.
I think so. I think it's definitely the time for people to feel lucky, get lucky, and hopefully that will inspire you as soon as the shop's open to go ahead and play Powerball today. Coming up on the show, we still got many exciting things. Going to continue this conversation all around overindulging. Not only that, we got to get into that surf lesson. I told you, I'm waiting with bated breath along with you, because I also want to see how this all turned out. Did I manage to stand?
I'm
Yes
ready
or no?
for you. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm ready for you.
Carissa, she can do anything. Yes, I'm talking about me. And that should inspire you that you can really approach life with an open book. We'll see you straight after this. It's my feel good breakfast show. Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, it is Christmas Eve, and I hope that you are feeling the joy this morning. And now that we've touched on the reasons behind holiday overeating and some very foundational strategies to enjoy meals mindfully, let's dive into more specific techniques to handle festive meals. And of course, on the couch today, we've got Dr. Chanel Mathiennessen, a medical doctor from Eno Health Medical Services, alongside our dietitian, Carla Lawrence. Ladies, thank you so much for still being here. We got to continue with these strategies, man.
Yes, we do. I mean, festive season, as we said before the break, was all about overindulging. And, you know, I want to find out, where's the healthy balance? How do we mitigate, I think, the calorie deficit of healthy meals through festive season? Do you have any tips of how we can keep it healthy this festive season?
So I think people are more mindful of healthy living now, so that we have healthier options. So hopefully tomorrow on the whole spread, there'll be some healthier options. There's a side, a lettuce or something, or a tomato or something. So just, yeah, I think just trying to, like we said earlier, add a little bit of everything. So, and what I do for myself is actually just drink water with my food, you know, just to, you know, just as something, as a healthy decision that I've made today, is just to have water as the start, and then, you know, you can have anything else afterwards. But I think just to have some water with it, at least you've made one healthy decision for the day.
Hydration is key. When it comes to desserts, though, can we still enjoy those?
I think you can, eh, guys? My goal for tomorrow is to have 2 bowls of trifle, and not 3.
I like this. Let's go 4 and then maybe 7 like we usually do.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so it is just about that moderation.
Moderation, yes. Yes, I think balance.
Absolutely. Moderation is really just the key. And, you know, trifle is always such a kryptonite for me.
I know. My thing is, can I just get 1 day off? You know what I'm saying? Out of the year. But I get you in terms of the uncomfortable feeling that you mentioned earlier, Carla. It really is a struggle because you want more, but your body's telling you, wait up, wait a minute.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Take a back seat.
Exactly. I think it's important.
I mean, how do you feel? I don't know about you, but I always feel guilty about going for those like extra helpings, you know? How do we take a back seat on feeling guilty about going for those extra helpings? I think we can throw this forward to you, Carla.
Yeah, portion control, I think, is something, once again, that's very important. So a little bit of everything, and then balancing out your meal. So if you want to have extra dessert, for example, maybe cut out a little bit of the carb, you know, with your main meal. So trying to balance it out in that way a little bit, so that you can just have a little bit of extra, you know, of the things that you actually do like. Because not everybody likes the dessert. Some people are more savory, they want more of the food. So it's all about finding out what you like, what you enjoy, and finding that balance of balancing it out.
Can I add something? It's just, I think people don't think about it this way, but every time we add sugar to our systems, our insulin goes up again. So then that's when you feel that like lethargic, you know, like not feeling for anything. So every time we add that, it's like taking a knife. This is a bit graphic, but it's like taking a knife to your blood vessels and actually like piercing it. And then your body is trying to fix those patches with cholesterol, with fats and lipids. And that's where we get the long-standing chronic lifestyle diseases. So maybe that might just be something for somebody to think about.
I'm like, you guys are bringing us down easily this festive season.
With the knife. Oh my goodness.
Stabbing my blood vessels on Christmas Day.
I'm going to have that visual every time I want to reach for another potato now.
You're second helping, so just,
Yeah, no, we're doing...
Chucky's standing there.
100%. We are doing roast potatoes with sunflower oil this season. Coconut oil at most, please.
Air fryer, no oil.
Please.
Do you know what? I think it's such a cultural thing. I don't know about your families, but in mine, where people encourage you to eat more, and it's almost seen as rude to not take some more. You know what I'm saying? No, Carissa, have some more. How do you even? I know you're not psychologists, but I mean, I think the food, the mindful gap definitely needs to be closed here.
Yes.
How do you even approach that when it comes to boundaries with family members?
I think that's the most difficult thing to navigate around, especially in different cultures, you know, because the auntie's going to dish for you. She's going to say, I made this, why don't you want my food? So I think that's really challenging to navigate around. I usually just tell my clients, don't tell people that you actually are on following a healthy meal plan or that type of thing. But if the auntie insists that you need to have it, then having a little bit of it is okay. And it's just going to happen at family events where someone's going to say, no, you need to pick up a couple of kilos, have an extra this, have an extra that.
Always.
Yeah, and I think, you know, just smile and wave and be polite. And, you know, we don't also want to cause drama on Christmas Day. So, yeah, just trying to keep the peace in a way, but also being mindful of what you are taking in. So you can always also just dish it and maybe say to Chanel, oh, would you like to have some of this? Yeah.
Look, my aunts would be very upset if I didn't finish their bowl of food. So I know for a fact that is something that we have to continuously tread lightly around, you know. And 25th of December, 26th of December, we all know by the time it is after Boxing Day, everyone's going into that new year, new me.
Yes.
How do we detox after festive season, Carla?
Do you want me to take that one?
So personally, I think I'll go with it.
Please.
I'm not a fan of it, just the detoxing, just because it's not sustainable. It's not something that you can actually do for a long time. There are ways that people do it. So like you said, new you, new me, you know, you just new year. If it helps you with your mindset, you know, that mental, just, you know, just starting something fresh and starting. For me, I like to start, I go big or go home. So like, you know, I like to start something new, not detoxing per se, but maybe just the first 3 days, maybe just drinking, like consciously deciding to take in more water, you know, something that you can just small changes. It doesn't have to be a whole 40-day fast of nothing. Just because, I mean, and if you started in December, like tomorrow, if you had less and your portions control, it's not that bad by the time you get to January. So you actually would feel okay. But like I said, it's not sustainable to do it all the time. But if it is just once in the year that you're going to start doing it, and definitely speak to your doctor before you do it to see if you are actually in like a healthy state to actually do it. With chronic conditions and all of those things, you have to take those things into consideration. So yeah, I think if it helps you, you know, if it works for you, then you can try. But I definitely don't think for too long a period.
I love that. I love that you mentioned speaking to a doctor as well. And I know that you guys, you know, I'll have the My Pocket app. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
So it's a virtual care web-based platform, and patients can literally sit and talk to me on a video call. So they can literally ask me, do you think I can detox, or do you think I should have had that extra
Should I eat this meal right now or not?
No, we're not online. We're not online tomorrow, but we'll be online the 2 days after. So it's a virtual platform, and patients can have that access. Instead of Googling something, they can actually have access to one of our doctors, and they can ask us questions. We can send them a prescription. We can send a medical certificate, even referral letters, all via the app. So booking is on the app, payment is on the app, getting your certificate, everything is all via the app. And it's a web-based, so you don't need to download anything. It's a link that you just log on to, and it's password protected.
That is beautiful. I love this. My Pocket Health, in case you missed it. If you need to consult any sort of doctors over the holidays, this is where you've got to go. So please make sure you head over there and check it out on our social platforms as well, in case you missed it. But now, though, from talking about overindulging to trying new things, I got something special.
Yeah, you are trying new things. I mean, Carissa is surfing. So everyone has their unique way of embracing the outdoors. And we spent the morning with incredible Carissa in Muizenberg as she tackled a surf lesson and shared her tips for keeping her skin hydrated and protected. Let's take a look at Carissa surfing.
Being a presenter is not just about the live show. Once we wrap on set, we also have so many things that we get up to afterwards. Like today, we're going on a bit of an adventure. Now, I have been surfing once in my life, but this time around, I think I'm going to clock in and do it one more time. Now, before I head on out, I've got to, of course, protect my skin, and I've got my handy-dandy protection right here. Well, now that my skin is prepped, it is time to meet the team out at Surf Emporium here in Muizenberg. Let's see if I can catch a wave or two and, of course, soak up all the sun, knowing that my skin is well protected. Let's go. I'm so excited. Liam, where do we even begin?
Okay, so before we even get into the surfing, we've got to prep our board. So you'll notice that there's a little bit of wax on the board already. So this acts as like our grip tape for the board. There's a little bit of grip. We want to keep our chin and chest upright, arching our back, our lower back. We're going to reach as far in front of you as you can with a nice cupped hand. And it's just about getting your arm deep into the water and scooping water up back like that. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to count us down. 3, 2, 1. That's when the wave's going to hit us. And you're going to feel a little bit of speed. You're going to start going a bit faster. Okay, and that's when it's time to stand up. Okay, that's when it gets fun.
That was quite something. I mean, I got out there on the water with Liam guiding me from behind, and I just really had to think about step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I didn't get it right the first time, but that was almost expected. I kind of fell a couple times, fall 7 times, get up 8, and by the 28th time, I finally got up and did a little bit of a stand.
Spending time outdoors means that my skin needs the best defense. Now, when I head to the beach, I always reach for my trusted Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Fluid in SPF 50. Now, this thing is lightweight, it is water resistant, and it is hydrating. So it's so easy to apply and then reapply. There's nothing like some delicious ice cream at the beach to really reward yourself after putting in the work and making sure that you tick up one of your bucket list items. And today, I did exactly that. Now that Festive is here, I'm definitely going to find myself outdoors a lot more often. I mean, winter was about hibernation, and now that all the energy is stored up, we have to exert it somehow. So I'll be on the beaches, I'll definitely be out hiking, and everything outdoors will be calling my name. I've learned so much about the largest organ that we all have, which is our skin. Over the last while, it's been some really interesting facts all around having to reapply your sunscreen every couple of hours. Also, the SPF is vitally important. Even if you've got some melanin in your skin, you have to apply sunscreen. So I've really learned to take care of my skin because it's the only one I have. Today has been the perfect mix of adventure as well as self-care. And I love what Bruce Lee says, that it's all about being like water. Now with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Fluid in SPF 50, it is so easy to be able to go with the flow, and whatever life throws at me, I know that I'm protected.
Oh, Carissa.
We're surfing, Bruce.
You are knocking off bucket list. London,
telling you.
surfing.
Woo!
Oh, what's next?
What's next is Damien Beer is going to perform for us. And I'm going to leave all the magic to him because I think I'm done. I think 2024 saw me do the craziest stunts. And I actually need to put a show reel together just to show you what I got up to because this year was crazy.
Yeah, that wrap-up 2024 reel is massive.
It's going to be crazy.
Stay tuned after this. Coming up on the show, we talk about how to navigate that family conflict during this festive season.
It's going to be a very interesting one. Boundaries need to be set. So we brought in professionals to help us really navigate this period. It's going to be a really exciting one. Expresso fam, so stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome to it. You're tuning into your feel-good breakfast show on S3. We're opening up and standing by to perform. The one, we like to call him the Locks of the studio today. He's performing Beautiful Things by Benson Boone.
It's one of my favorite songs. I can't wait to get into it. He does originals, he does covers, and he does Benson Boone like you've never heard before.
Yeah.
Take it away, Damien.
So hello, my name is Damien Beer, and I am performing Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. Enjoy. For a while that it was rough, but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all. And I thank God every day for the girl he sent my way. But I know the things he gives me, he can't take away. And I'll hold you every night. That's a feeling I wanna get used to. There's a man who's terrified, there's a man who stands to lose you. Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. No, take, here we go now. These beautiful things that I've got, please stay. Well, I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please don't take. I found my mind now, feeling sane. It's been a while, but I'm finding my faith. If everything's good and it's great, why do I sit and wait till it's gone? And I'll tell you, I know I've got enough. I've got peace and I've got love. But I'm up at night thinking I might lose it all. Please stay. When I want you, I need you, God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please don't take. I need these beautiful things that I've got. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Well done, good job.
Thank you so
What an
much.
incredible cover that was. And it's such a great way to bring us to the top of the hour. I don't know where he's going to go from here because I feel like we've reached heights that I didn't
Aw.
expect at this time of the morning. Well
Thank
done,
you so
Damien.
much.
That was
Thank you.
fantastic.
Oh, Damien, you're giving us the feel-good vibes this morning. One of my favorite songs. Absolutely stellar, stellar voice. Let's head over to your 7 o'clock news. Dobsonville residents in Soweto, Johannesburg, face a bleak festive season as power outages persist. Elderly residents from wards 47 and 48, representing around 100 households, have endured 7 months without electricity. Despite discussions with Eskom officials in Diepkloof, the issue remains unresolved. Frustrated residents staged a protest at Eskom's Megawatt Park in Sandton, demanding the urgent restoration of power. And the South African Medical Association, SAMA, has raised alarms about the rise in emergency cases linked to alcohol consumption during the festive season. Chairperson Dr. Mvuyisi Mzukwa highlighted the dangers of excessive drinking, noting its role in social harm and increased road accidents. He revealed that alcohol-related incidents accounted for a third of South Africa's 1,427 road fatalities in 2023. Heading over to your global news, Luigi Mangione, accused of murdering health insurance executive Brian Thompson on a Manhattan street, has pleaded not guilty to state murder charges, labeling him a terrorist. The 26-year-old appeared in court under heavy security after his arrest in Pennsylvania ended a 5-day manhunt. And the case, which has drawn both condemnation and controversial public support, highlights tensions over healthcare costs in the U.S. And Donald Trump's presidential transition team is reportedly preparing for the United States to withdraw from the World Health Organization at the start of a potential second term. Health law expert Lawrence Gostin revealed plans to sever ties with the UN agency, aligning with Trump's criticism of its operations. And such a move would signal a significant shift in the US global health policy and pandemic cooperation. And in your feel-good news, this Christmas Eve, a 71-year-old grandmother from Lower Tobonko village near Tobogo in the Eastern Cape has received an early Christmas gift, a new home. Nupandile Georgie's house was destroyed by heavy rains last year, but thanks to a call from a neighbor and support from Chipo and Pengesi Foundation, her life has been completely transformed. Georgie has expressed her gratitude, saying, "I am over the moon and you have changed my life. Now I have a home." And that's it for your 7 o'clock news. We head over to the sports with Carissa.
Oh, that story definitely warmed my heart, and hopefully this one will too. Let's head into your sports. We start off with rugby action first, where Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu is back in training and likely to feature in the DHL Stormers United Rugby Championship clash against the Sharks on Saturday. Now, the Springbok overcame a hip pointer injury from last weekend's 29-10 win. Meanwhile, number 8, Evan Roos is back in training, but expected to return in January. Let's move on to footballing action, where Bukayo Saka will miss many weeks after a hamstring injury in Arsenal's 5-1 win over Crystal Palace. The winger, with 5 goals and 10 assists this season, is a major loss for the Gunners. Now, Arsenal, currently third, face Ipswich on Friday, trailing leaders Liverpool by 6 points with the game in hand. What's happening in tennis? Well, let me tell you, 2-time Grand Slam doubles champion Max Purcell has been provisionally suspended for breaching anti-doping regulations, the ITIA confirmed. Now, the Australian admitted to using a, quote, prohibited method and is barred from all tennis events, including the 2025 Australian Open. Now, Purcell ranked 12th in doubles, won Wimbledon in 2022 and the US Open this year. In cycling news, the 2025 Giro d'Italia will make history by starting in Albania, marking the first time the race begins in the country. Organizers announced that the opening stage on the 9th of May will run from Durrës to Tirana. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama highlighted this event as an opportunity to showcase Albania to a global audience. Now, the full route will be revealed in the next couple of months, so do make sure that you keep your eyes on all things to do with cycling. That's where we leave your sports for now for 7 o'clock. Let's head into your roads and see how Kyle can assist.
And we're heading over into your weather. We're heading over to your traffic. Actually, let's start over with your traffic this morning. There are bi-directional roadworks on the N3 between Caddo Ridge Interchange and New England Road Interchange. Lanes are, if you're making use of this route, please exercise caution when passing through. Whenever you're heading, arrive alive and stay safe this festive season. Now we're locking it in for your weather. The South African Weather Service warns of severe weather during the festive season. Damaging winds and flash flooding recently hit Mokopane in Limpopo, Qwaqwa in the Free State, and Tembisa in Gauteng, closing bridges in Centurion. Disruptive rain may cause flooding in western Limpopo and northern Gauteng, while the southern western interior stays warm and dry. Christmas Day brings morning drizzle in Limpopo and in Mpumalanga, with hot, fire-prone conditions in the Cape provinces, and isolated showers on the Day of Goodwill will affect most regions, with scattered thunderstorms in Gauteng and the Free State. Let's take a look at that sunrise view this morning. This was sent from Brian from Blouberg. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, look, I'm staying in Blouberg, so I see that every single morning. I woke up to that. It was a little bit dark, but incredible. Don't forget to share your morning with us on 063 408 8863. Let's take a look at the temperatures in your city.
Yeah, I know we're in the kitchen, but you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer to get into this Black Forest trifle.
Absolutely.
We told you we're going to bring trifle, but kind of bring a twist to it. And of course, we had to bring the big guns. Show us your guns. Show us your guns. The big guns. Doc is still in the building, Dr. Chanel Machinison, and I can't wait to see what you've got to do in here.
I can't wait to see what I have to do.
Yeah, me too. Look, we're looking at 3 helpings, but stay tuned after this. We're also talking about family conflicts and how you can navigate this festive season. There's so much more coming up right after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. And you're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're bringing all the feel good this morning because it is Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve to you if you do celebrate. And right now, we are talking about the festive season in particular because many of us face the challenges of dealing with family conflicts and also anxieties and differences in opinions. We bump heads sometimes, we know this. And today we're discussing how to navigate family dynamics during these holidays. Now, professionals on the couch are Daniela Mayer, who's a family therapist, divorce mediator, and parenting coordinator. And then we also have clinical psychologist Brett van der Skeef, who will be helping us dive into this conversation by really giving good advice on how to navigate the situations that we're getting into. Let's give them a feel-good welcome. Because this conversation is vital. It is so important. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
I know you can take a deep breath with me. Okay, let's get into this. There are triggers that happen, especially when families gather. We don't always see our families every single day, and sometimes it's okay for 5 minutes. We're spending extended time with them now, right? As couples, as individuals. How do we navigate this is the question that I need to get into. What are some of those common triggers that really cause anxiety when gathering with family?
So I think I'm going to ask you to start this one, because when we're talking about anxiety and triggers, I think that you can weigh in quite nicely.
So I was thinking, like, family often oversteps boundaries during these
it's a good place to
times.
start, Brett.
No offense, but they do. And so, and often imposing values or in their beliefs onto you. I think how you should spend your time, how you should spend your money over the festive season. I think the festive season's a good time to relax, but also to connect. And I think sometimes they don't always allow you to do that. So I think that's the first thing that really comes to mind for me. And it can be difficult to put boundaries in place, or for, how can I say, to respect your own boundaries, I guess.
Yeah, I think I found that to be quite challenging, honoring my own boundaries, because you sit at home, you prepare yourself, you go, okay, I'm seeing this auntie, I'm seeing, maybe it's your parents as well, or a family friend that's going to be there, and you go, okay, I know exactly what I want to or don't want to do. And then when you're in the situation, you kind of fold, and you go, what happened to the Carissa from 10 minutes ago, you know? It does get really complicated when it comes to that.
And I think that, if you will, like, family is a social mechanism. And I think that it is actually the ultimate social experiment, if you will. Because what you're doing is you're taking a group of people and saying, all right, we share some DNA, right? You didn't have a choice. Therefore, you're included in our circle. And when you're in my circle, and especially when we look at the generations that have passed and the elders in our families, they kind of like think, well, if you're one of us, that means you have to be like I am. And it is so difficult, because what is one of the most difficult things for humans to have to deal with is rejection. And the second you step out of the boundary of what other people think you're supposed to be included, what happens there is you then have this battle between, like we've said, my values versus yours. Am I supposed to wear a mask? And every time you have to wear a mask, you have a level of discomfort. You feel like you can't be yourself. But you also have been hopefully brought up in a way where you know that you need to respect these people. So where is the line, you know? So it becomes so complex and so difficult to navigate.
And how do we even begin? I mean, when it comes to boundaries, we preach it all the time, and we say it's important to have those. How do we set boundaries?
So I think it's about knowing your own limitation. So, or what are your discomforts, or what are you comfortable with also? I think it's about recognizing that the boundaries you're putting in place, it's not there to hurt other people, but it's to protect your own space. So, because we often feel guilty when we put the boundary in place.
Absolutely.
So, and I think the guilt is comes out of a place of thinking we're doing something bad. We've actually been taught that when we put the boundary in place, we generally get punished or we get told something, and that's where the guilt comes from. So it's just recognizing that you're nurtured in yourself when you're actually putting the boundary in place.
There's one thing that I do love about being in the family dynamic, maybe the social experiment, like you said, if you will, Daniela, is that it really tests you. And I think that's a great place to be tested, because hopefully it's also a safe space. So if you mess up, it's okay. I throw it back to, I think I was just out of varsity and I'd spent a lot of time on campus, coming into a family dynamic. I was admittedly intolerable because I was like, you can't say this, you can't do this, you're gonna get cancelled, because I came with the mindset and not really respecting the space that I'm in. So I think it's that very careful balance, right? Of going, okay, this is what I like and don't like, but I also understand the space that I'm walking into. How do you sort of toggle those two ideologies even?
Sure, that's quite a tough question.
It is. I just thought that out from the back of my mind. But how do you really offer respect, but at the same time honor where you're at?
I think that, I mean, we've spoken about self-care and self-love so many times, you know. I think that we really do need to understand who we are. I think that one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make, and I think that it's completely normal, so whoever does this, it is so normal, is that we wait until the last minute to actually spend any time with these people. And in my personal family therapy practice, what I deal with most of the time is breakdowns and conflict in family systems, and it always leads to the same thing, funnily enough, and that is jealousy. And the reason why I say that is because when you put together in a family group, you've got cousins, and I mean, in my own family, I've got a little girl who's 3, I've got a nephew who's almost 3, and we even see it, you know? You get thrown into this mix once a year or twice a year where you've got to really like fight for attention amongst the people that you're spending the time with, you know? And everyone wants their say, and everyone wants to one up the other, because everybody generally and naturally wants everyone in their family to feel proud of them. You know, so this is where the self-love comes in, and the respect, and understanding that you're not the only person in the world, other people are there, and these people make up who you are. Like, listen to everybody, take everything in, have your say, be respectful, know your place, and that all stems from actually sitting down and figuring out what it is that you personally are hoping to achieve for yourself, for your nuclear family, whatever, in that period, you know what, it's kind of like, it sounds so strange because it's actually, it sounds cold, but it's like, go in there with your purpose, you know, what is it that you want to achieve, and get out, you know. So,
I like this. I think intentionality is absolutely
be intentional,
important.
100%.
And really reflecting before you enter into that
because it is a relationship after all.
It is, exactly. And we want them to be healthy too, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Brett, would you agree with that?
I think I always think come back to like self-work. So when you know who you are and you go into that space, look, I mean, sitting with 20, 30 people at Christmas time, there's a recipe for disaster. So yes, there can be hostility amongst it. Look, I mean, the experience can be beautiful too. Let's not just think that it could be bad, but yes, when you throw a lot of people into a mix, it's going to be difficult. But I think when you know who you are, I think you also choose when to engage in the hostility, and when you choose to actually just sometimes take a step back also. I think that's also quite important.
Pick your battles.
Yes.
Pick your battles. Expresso fam, I think, is an important place to end for now, but we do have a part 2 of this conversation because there is so much to unpack as we anticipate all gathering in the masses come tomorrow. We want to prepare you with the best in tools, so don't go anywhere, especially now though, because we're heading to the kitchen to make something absolutely delicious.
Ah, yes, Carissa. And look, festive season is all about show-stopping things. So if you need a show-stopping dessert for Christmas but running short on time, let me let you know, we've got you covered. We're keeping it simple. We're keeping it traditional in the kitchen here on Expresso this morning. Black Forest trifle seems to be the trend of festive season. Are we right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trendy thing. So, I mean, we've got incredible ingredients joined by Dr. Chanel. We're so excited to have you here in studio because you are going to, number one, assemble this with me, but also maybe give me some sort of tips as to how we can continuously make this a little bit more healthier as we go along, right?
Okay, so what do we have?
Yes, so let's go through, I think, the ingredients. More importantly, we've got some chocolate sponge cake, which I know for a fact that you could utilize maybe any brownies, leftover cake, whatever the case may be, and you can utilize this as your basing. We've got some chocolate mousse, a good chocolate mousse. You could also use some chocolate instant pudding. That's also an opportunity. Some jam, and then we've got some whipped cream. And then look, this is just a layering moment, right?
So not rocket science.
This is just a layering moment. And between the trifle, which is normally like a staple tradition, do you have a sweet tooth? While I was sitting on the couch today, I thought to myself, I was like, are you into sweet things or no?
I am. I am. That's why I said my goal was 2 bowls of trifle tomorrow and not 3 bowls like last year, and not for breakfast the next day. So I do.
And what is your kryptonite?
It's the trifle.
Really?
It's the traditional. I know this. I think I'm thinking to try this one,
Yeah.
but it's the traditional jelly,
Okay.
custard, sponge cake. I think
Okay.
there's some sherry in there.
Yes.
Yeah, the
okay.
layering, yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm also a traditional person. I like to keep it simple. I'm like into vanilla, chocolate. I
Yes.
don't really do crazy things. So this black forest trifle is actually perfect.
Yeah.
So let's assemble it because
Okay,
we're going to
let's
be
go.
layering most
Yeah.
importantly, okay?
So-
So we're going to jump in first with your
with our
sponge
cake.
cakes. Yes. I mean, yeah.
And it's just at the bottom.
I told them, don't leave me in the kitchen.
I also don't know what they're doing putting me in the kitchen because my husband's probably so shocked seeing me in the kitchen. Yeah.
Like the sponge cake, is there anything that you
just
could
like
maybe
that?
give us? Yes, anything that you could give us as a replacement for this that could maybe give us sort of a...
Like a healthier option.
Yeah, a little bit of a healthier
So
option.
I've previously made like a keto cake.
Oh, nice.
So I'm not sure what's in here, but maybe something with like almond flour.
Oh, nice.
Maybe something
Okay.
to replace the flour.
Yeah.
Because it is a little bit lighter, so you don't feel that heaviness. So maybe, but yeah, I think we can go with this for tomorrow.
Yeah, substitutes is the name of the game,
Yes,
right?
yeah. So
Let's
what's our next
continue a
one?
little bit. Yes,
Okay,
chocolate
this
mousse. We've got some chocolate mousse. We want to layer that. Remember, we're doing 2 layers. And if you guys know
filling
trifle, you know for a fact that it is layered to the absolute brim.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful as to how you do this just to make sure that you've got that consistency.
Gosh, I've never made trifle, guys. This is that okay? It's going too
What's on
much.
your Christmas menu, Doctor?
We have trifle
Yes.
and then some gammon and all the meats. There must be a curry also though.
Always.
Like
Are you responsible for the curry or no?
No,
You're not?
I'm responsible for hosting the venue.
I love that.
And nothing else.
Yes, I bring the placemats, I bring the Christmas
Yeah.
decorations,
Yes.
and that's it. Okay, great. So we're
This
moving
one?
into the jam.
Okay. There's
Again.
probably a lot of sugar in this one. But
Yes, quite a lot. But I also know that there's a lot of like really good alternatives, yes?
Yeah. I think we can also sometimes you can even make it, like, then it's, what you're actually putting in it.
Yes, 100%.
So like the raspberry or the cherry.
Yeah, my
Is that
brother makes
fine?
his own jam and it's absolutely amazing. Like he's really incredible at it actually.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
No, you are. You do.
Is that fine?
Yeah,
Okay.
that looks beautiful. So we're gonna put the whipped cream on top here.
Okay.
The whipped cream is that cherry on top for this festive season. Do you have anything on your wish list for this festive season?
Yo, just to rest, eh? I think I just need to
Same,
rest
girl.
tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So I think that's on my wish list. I don't have there's no gifts I want. I just want to rest. I would maybe to this. I would probably add maybe some strawberries.
Okay. That's a good alternative.
Some more fruit.
Yes,
More fruit.
Some more fruit.
Yeah.
And you can play around with the different fruits. I mean, this is a black forest trifle, but you can play around with the different fruits.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you want to layer it again. I think that's sort of the next step.
I
You can
think I've
layer
run
it
out
again.
of layers,
Trifle
yeah?
is all about layering.
I think I've
I
run
wonder
out
where
of my
Carissa is,
layers.
because Carissa would be a queen at this.
Yo, why did they put us here?
Carissa! Come taste, my love. Come tell me if I'm actually doing this kitchen some justice
I've
while
run
I'm
out of,
utilizing my fingers.
I've run out of. I've used
You
all
all
the
know
cream.
I'm not really into trifle like that.
Yeah.
But this does look absolutely incredible. Is it a competition now?
No, it's not.
No,
We
no,
are
no,
not
no,
replaying
no, we are
yesterday.
not
It's festive season. We're giving good vibes, please.
I
Good
know,
vibes.
family boundaries. You must remember. This is beautiful.
I've run out of cream though. I think I need some of your cream.
That's okay. We'll
No,
cover
he's
it up.
also run out of cream.
I've also run it out. It's fine. But
Okay, so we're doing layers here.
We're doing layers.
With the
Trifling is all about layering.
The cherry on top. Yeah.
Trifle is a good thing in your family also, Kissy.
Yeah, I have a specific aunt that makes it really, really well. I think we all have that one aunt, you know.
My mom
Yes.
knows that.
Is that it?
Yes.
They went to school to learn how to
Yeah.
do this trifle because that's the trifle I'll eat.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah, no
else
one
that
else
tries
is.
it.
And
Okay,
you
who am I trying?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
go
don't
with the
know.
doctor. I told you, don't leave me in this kitchen.
Add 3 more.
Lovely, Doc.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, you got to get a little bit of everything also.
Yeah. All the way
There we
down.
go. You see the
Okay.
layering looks
This
fantastic.
is not a TV bite, I will
No.
tell you that much.
Good? Okay.
Good?
I feel like I want to taste yours.
You
Instead
can
of
taste
tasting
mine.
mine.
Do you taste
I
the
was gonna say
jam?
there's something
Did
surprising
it go
in
all
there.
the way through?
Absolutely. Wow, very
Good.
indulgent, but very good.
Not too rich.
No.
Like, good.
And I think the cherries really add a little something to it too.
Absolutely.
Isn't that good?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my goodness.
The menus are literally displaying for tomorrow. I'm so excited. What's on your
Definitely
menu?
trying.
Oh my gosh, my menu, I don't know, but I know I'm responsible for potatoes that I learned how to make on Expresso. And also, I'm gonna make broccoli or broccolini, the long ones.
Good option.
Thank you. And I'm going to make a salad.
Wow.
I said I'll buy the meat, I'm not making the meat.
I feel like that's the easy route out.
First of all, what are you making?
I am making a full pot of curry. I've got leg of lamb going on today, I swear. Yeah, me and my family are going shopping. Yeah, Christmas is a big thing for us, man.
No, it's a huge thing for us, but I'm not taking that responsibility on.
I'm hosting the
You know?
venue. That's all I'm doing tomorrow.
I love this for us. Well, listen, as we indulge in more of this, and hopefully you'll add it to your menu, expressoshow.com is where you get this. We're going to prepare ourselves for more conversations around setting boundaries with families. It's a big one. I hope you all were taking notes.
I was. I
It's
definitely
absolutely
was.
important. And then, of course, Damien Pierce standing by for another performance. How incredible was that cover of Benson Boone?
Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely
So magical. Stay tuned. There's so much more coming after this. I hope you enjoyed us making this trifle. Here we go.
Yummy.
I said don't leave me in the kitchen.
As I am mostly trifle than human right now, we got to sit and get into part 2 of this conversation because our professionals, Daniela Mayer as well as Brett van der Scape, are still joining us as we're taking a look at the viewers, or at least what the viewers had to say, what you had to say in order to conclude this conversation. Setting boundaries, we're still wanting to do it. We're still wanting to get into it. I mean, is it a bit late to take this on a day before Christmas?
No.
Okay.
Never too late.
Never too late.
It's never too late.
Okay, I love this advice, Daniela, because we're hours away, let me tell you. Well, let's get into what some of you had to say across our social media. Well, we had Kutumela saying something really important. Embracing detachment and equanimity can be a game changer during the holiday gatherings. Practice observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment and focus on cultivating a sense of calm and also inner peace. That's an incredible response there. I love the idea about observing. I think that's important because it almost allows you to take a moment before reacting or responding, right?
It's always a disaster to react emotionally. I mean, the advice should always be when you want to respond to something to actually sleep on it or think about it before you say it. So I think to have that sense of, like that reservation, you know. I think the word that I liked the most there was judgment. Like, you don't want these people to come. You basically wake up and you're like, I'm going to this family gathering. What is grandma going to say? This one's going to judge me. That one's going to think. don't do it to them, you know? Like, I think that if you can kind of make sure that you try and accept everybody for the individuals that they are, they'll give you the same back. So yeah, don't judge.
Can I ask you a question on that? When it comes to accepting people, is there a line? If an aunt or a granny is now 90 years old and saying the most outrageous things, do we say, it's just them? Or is there a moment where we can actually intervene and say that's not right?
I think to an extent you have to accept that certain people are a certain way, and I think trying to change that, you're going to experience more conflict. I think asking the question, how do I manage this difficult or challenging person, is probably going to be better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I just think if you challenge a defensive person, they're going to be more defensive, more hostile.
Sure, because I'm thinking about those aunties that are going to comment on your weight.
But this is where the...
They're going to do it.
This is where the emotional intelligence comes in again, you know. So recognize it, say, okay, I do not like the way that auntie whatever spoke to my sister, that's not right. Every family naturally has like the ringleader or the mediator or something. I think if you can do it like in an emotionally intelligent way and say, you know what, grandma's really causing a problem today, don't you want to just go have a chat? Don't call them out in front of everybody. You know, pull them aside, say, you know what, we just feel a little bit uncomfortable, speak to them in a nice, respectful way, and hope that they will like make the changes. I think that also because it's family, you know, we're not talking about friends and partners and all of that kind of stuff who are coming into our environment, but I don't think we need to worry too much about them because they're coming into our space, right? So I think that what we need to say is, okay, guys, we all know that this is not acceptable. We don't condone it, but let's just kind of like not make a big deal out of it.
Sure. Okay, you mentioned couples. I got to bring it up. Some of us are in couples about to get married, in a relationship for a month, a day, 5, 10 years. When coming into a space that's not yours, do you have the right to say anything? Do you also sit back? Should you expect your partner to defend anything or defend yourself when things go awry? How do we navigate that space?
So for me, I'm going to jump on this one, is so personal to the couple and to your space in your own family. And I think that is your responsibility to a degree to prep your partner and say, you know what, our family doesn't respond well to being called out about the way that we treat the dog. I don't know. So, okay, so we don't do that. So I'm just letting you know and I'm warning you. And what that is also doing for the partner is saying, I'm protecting you, you know? Should somebody ever have to sit in a situation that makes them severely uncomfortable? Absolutely not. But the partner then also must follow the same hierarchy as we said before with the family mediator. Come to me and say, your brother is making me feel uncomfortable, how do I handle it, you know? So it is very difficult. It's also another area of conflict because this might be somebody who nobody's ever met. It might be somebody that everybody's met and nobody can stand, you know? And now you have brought this person in, you're planning on marrying them, nobody likes him or her, and you kind of like are now isolated from the group. So it is very tricky to navigate, and I think just the mindfulness is really like key.
Yeah. Brett, you want to add?
I think you need to balance it. Eh? So I do believe that your partner should protect you when coming into that space. Kind of, as you said, preparing you. But I also like people being assertive. If somebody has said something that's not okay to you, I think you have the right to be assertive. Because assertiveness isn't responding in anger. Because a lot of us think we're being assertive. In actual fact, we're being slightly aggressive. But if we are assertive, it also shows people, you know, where our boundaries are, what we are willing to tolerate. And I think sometimes people actually appreciate the fact that we are kind of showing them how do we interact with each other.
You almost have to show people how to treat you, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I love that. Well, let's see more comments from you. Thank you so much for getting in touch, Mzansi, with everything to do with conflict and family situations. Luyanda Pastor, let's see what you've got to say. Follow, avoid, answering unnecessary questions, and don't spend too much time with your family and get some time to yourself. For example, going out for a short walk and keeping yourself busy doing chores, okay? Put your hand up for dishes duty, go for a walk post-meal, and just get on out of there.
I think that is so valuable, and that's amazing advice, because what I was going to say as well is that break up your day. Like, you don't have to be sitting with this family like 24/7. So definitely take your time out when you need it, and that's also where the self-care and self-love come in. You know your boundaries. Instead of waiting there for the pot to boil over, say, I'm going for a walk, or can I help you with this or that? I think what's also quite cool though, and this is why I say it's never too late, is that when you're inviting your family in, come up with some cool or like different games that you can play.
I agree.
Say, you know what, we're going to have Christmas and we're going to have this giant jar on the table. Bring all your judgment, bring all your concerns, whatever, write them on the paper, put them in the jar. We're not dealing with that today.
And we're burning it in a bonfire for the bride.
We can deal with it. We can actually even have like an appointment book later, whatever. Everybody who's got a gripe, even maybe say, bring a problem about another family member, put it in the jar, seal it, and you know that that is not open for discussion. So I think preparing everybody for what's to come is what's important.
Especially if you know that your family is a little bit tricky,
Completely.
you know?
But I like that. Avoid uncomfortable. Find a nice, like, gentle way to exit the situation.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, I like the idea of the games, for example, or having little activities of things that you enjoy doing. Because we're often so focused on the negative that in actual fact, when we focus on the more positive or entertaining part of things, then we start looking at connectedness.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that we enjoy and allows us to work through the hostility.
Yeah.
And if in doubt, take a nap.
And always take a nap.
Always take a nap.
But also, like, another thing is, like, we come into these situations with preconceived ideas of what's going to happen, you know? The same way, I think we've had a discussion in the past about when you go on a date, you're, like, so worried that everything's going to go right. And, you know, don't worry about that. Live in the moment. If you come in with anxiety of what might go wrong, it's probably going to go wrong, you know? So just, like, try and, like, shake it off, let go. And definitely have that nap.
I love that. Well, let's see what Melanie has to say. Thank you so much, Melanie, for getting in touch. Good manners is really all it takes. I like that because it speaks to the respect aspect that you both mentioned many times. I think it is something we've got to carry. It is family. It's a space we grew up in. Like you said, it is our first community that we really step into. So thank you so much for this really great advice.
Thank you so much.
It's around the corner. We're preparing ourselves, we're bracing ourselves, but I think that we are prepared. So thank you so much, Daniela, and thank you so much for coming through, Brett. Really appreciate you guys. 2025 is going to be a good year, but we're going to start with tomorrow and take it from there. Are you prepared? Because I feel very prepared. If not, it's okay. Take your time and listen to this to get you there.
Oh, Carissa, you're so right. We're definitely prepared for family conflict this festive season. And ready to usher us into Christmas is Damien Beer with a performance of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. My friend, take it away.
Thank you so much. Let's go. Merry Christmas to everyone. Let's go. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
my goodness.
You are a vibe.
You are such a good vibe.
I love
So
this.
good.
Preparing us for Christmas in the best way that he knows how. Damien Beer, everybody.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Santa would be very proud of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I must
Thank
say.
Oh, man. And coming up on the show, Damien, you have really given us all the good vibes. But coming up on the show, we are catching up with our 5, 6, 7, 8 dance crew, XO Empire.
I like that. 5, 6,
6,
7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ew, now we're in it. Now we're for real in it. Not only that, our very own Kyle Clark got to be on the ground with the Rage Expo, the biggest gaming event of the year. Yes. So we're going to catch up and find out exactly what he got up to. I'm just a little bit jealous. We'll see that after this.
Toys, treats, and festive essentials. One cart delivers them all to your door in just 60 minutes. This December, share a photo of a festive wish list on your socials. Tag One Cart in your posts and stories and add the hashtag #DearOneCart. You could receive a share of 10,000 Rand in One Cart credit, making holiday dreams come true. T's and C's apply. Visit onecart.co.za.
It's my feel good show. Good morning. We're just days away, not even days, 8 days away from Christmas.
24 hours away.
Less than that. Yeah. And we needed you to fill in this blank. You're going to do it with me?
Sure.
In 3, 2, 1. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, is that what you wanted? You wanted me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. She's a wanted girly today.
I'm taking it for that wedding, man.
I love it. We told you to let us know via voice note 06340888863 or on our Expresso social pages. And we got to get into what you had to say because I'm curious. Fill in the blank. All you want for Christmas is what?
Team. Happy Christmas Eve to you all. All I want for Christmas this year is for my family to be at peace, to be happy, and to be in one place just to have fun. Because the past 2 years have not been nice at all. In 2023, we lost my grandmother. In 2022, we lost my grandfather. So all in the same month. So this year I just want it to be good. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And we are hoping that it's going to be the best Christmas you've ever had as well. Right here from your Feel Good fam. It has been a challenging time for many people.
It has. 2024 has definitely been difficult, but also really beautiful. I mean, we're sending you the good vibes for this festive season. We 100% know that you are going to walk out healed, and 2025 is just going to be 2025 and more.
I love that. 2020 thrive. That is what I'm wishing for. All right, let's listen to another voice note.
Yes.
Happy Christmas Eve, Expresso family. All I want for Christmas is to treat myself at the spa, relax, and be with my family. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you. I love that. Treat yourself.
Come to a spa. I mean, that's what I need. Who's checking into a spa on Christmas Day? Me.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I will come with you.
Yes,
no, I won't follow you there because I want you to enjoy yourself and have the best time ever. You absolutely deserve it. 2024 has been a year. We can all agree at that. Whether you've had highs and lows and in-betweens, you definitely deserve to treat yourself to something.
Oh.
Well, let's get more of your comments and what you have to say.
Oh, Deirdre David Karim says, good morning, #Expresso crew. Have a blessed day, guys, folks. All I want for Christmas is good health and prosperity.
I love this.
Shame.
Do you know what? Growing up, my dad would say that every single year when we would ask him what you want for Christmas.
Yeah.
He said, I have everything
Yeah.
that I need. I don't need anything else. I've got my health and I've got my family. And I'd be like, Dad, please. Can I get you a nail clipper or something?
Or
Another pair of
socks or
something. But now that I'm getting older, I absolutely agree with that. Rolette Isaac's also saying, I want peace, love, and health for my family.
Oh, man.
That's the richest you can be.
It's really just all about intention, I think, in 2025. And I think this is where all of our country wants to move. You know, it's really more about how you show up. And 2025 is about showing up. So let's be focused on showing up in the correct way for next year.
Absolutely.
So right.
Well, Mukhadi also says, all I want for Christmas is excessive happiness. Just abundant happiness. Joy unspeakable.
Yes.
I absolutely love that and would absolutely agree as well. Get in touch on our Facebook page. Let us know. All you want for Christmas is what exactly, and we'll definitely tell Santa that you've been good this year.
Yes, definitely. And now we're moving into an opportunity for me to go to one of the biggest gaming events. And the annual Rage Expo is the ultimate gathering for gathers and tech enthusiasts, a place where cutting-edge technology and next-level gear take center stage. And this year was no different, with Samsung leading the charge in tech innovation and gaming excellence. And myself had a front row seat to the fun. Let's take a closer look. South Africa, get ready for the Rage Expo 2024, Africa's premier tech and gaming event. Let's go. And our family over at Samsung South Africa are bringing the ultimate gaming experience with cutting-edge products like the G9 Smart OLED gaming monitor, the Odyssey G8 and the Odyssey G6. It's a gaming event that you don't want to miss. And of course, it's me. You know I'm going to give you front row seats. Let's go, man.
Gavin, Rage 2024 is mad, man. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so exciting. The vibe is so cool. I am glad that it's taking place again. Rage is it's got its own real type of gamers. People that love the cosplay, they love the interaction. There's no judgment, and people just enjoy the space. I don't know if you remember NAG magazines from like 10, 15 years back.
Yes.
They're bringing that back. We're now on their 3rd edition. And partnering with them it seemed the right idea because they know the culture so well. They know the industry so well. And us getting together allows Samsung to get a little bit more hands-on.
A publication like NAG provides some really incredible insight because we can spend time, and obviously it's our job, to play with these gadgets. We often get asked, do we have the best job in the world? The answer is unanimous. Yes, we do. You get to play with all the best toys out there. And yeah, we give critical insights. What is a gadget or device best suited for? And is it into your budget? And we kind of guide the reader along that purchasing journey because it's not an easy one. Rage was born out of NAG. Today, it's kind of a revival of Rage, in my opinion. I feel like there's a new energy here. The new venue is also much nicer than the previous one, in my opinion. But from a NAG point of view, we've sold a lot of magazines. We've met a lot of new fans too, people that don't know that we're still around.
I'm here exhibiting at Rage with Afro Geek. So what they did is just create a playroom hub of just amazing African designers that cater to the geek fandom space. And I was lucky enough to also be requested to come in and exhibit here. And this is actually my first year debuting at Rage. How amazing is that for a one-year brand to come and exhibit at Rage? So it's been amazing, the connections, the community, and more especially the merch all around, especially the fun.
This is the legendary or iconic Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I grew up watching him as a kid, and he is pretty much my favorite character of all. Like, he made quite a big impact in my life as well as a kid. What I'm most excited about Rage 2024 is mostly the merch. I love buying the merch here, getting a lot of anime-based, as well as the video games that side, and meeting and taking pictures with fellow cosplayers as well. That's actually really, really fun.
Odyssey is Samsung's gaming monitor range, and we have such an awesome selection, OLED as well as Neo QLED. And the idea is that having a monitor for any type of person that really wants to game, and it's all about having high performance, balancing with aesthetics, but also getting the best visuals that you want out of gaming itself. So the G8, fantastic choice. Let me know if you're looking for one. Technology that we put into it is firstly high performance, amazing visuals, because that's the main thing you want to see. You're going to spend hours gaming on this, so you want to be able to see the best picture possible, the widest picture possible. But also, if you're limited on space, we've got a 27-inch, we go to a 32-inch, we go to a 49-inch wide, you can see in the background, even up to 57-inch. So with that range, we can cater for a huge amount of gamers within that gaming industry.
And as Rage Expo 2024 comes to a close, the incredible partnership between Samsung South Africa and NAG has brought tech enthusiasts and gamers from all across the country for an unforgettable experience. With innovative tech, inclusive offers and interactive demos, this is the future of gaming. And we gave you guys a front row seat because Samsung does it better for you.
That was intense. Wait a minute.
Look, let me tell you, the gaming world is like another world.
It's another world entirely.
It's another world. I walked in there and everyone was in different costumes.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I tried to shut up in this leather jacket, you know?
You did look good.
We have ninjas, we have Dragon Ball Z. I turned around the corner and there's Goku. I'm like, oh, girl. Oh, wow.
Was he in Super Saiyan or not is what I want to know.
He was 100% in Super Saiyan.
If you're not showing up as Super Saiyan, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Please,
I
man.
absolutely love this for you. And of course, as we saw, Samsung was really leading the charge when it comes to innovation.
Yes.
They do it each and every time.
Yeah, they really do. They're honestly leading the country, doing the Lord's work, Samsung. Doing it better for
Thank you,
you.
Samsung. I love this. Well, coming up on your Feel Good show, we have just over 1 more hour left in your company before we wrap things up as the final show of the year. Can you believe that we've made it here? And what better way to close it off than with a couple of roasts? We're preparing ourselves for a delicious lunch tomorrow, and Woody's is going to show us how to do that.
Absolutely. And as I said earlier, we're going into the 5, 6, 7, 8 as we catch up with our dance crew, XO Empire. There's so much more coming after this. Stay tuned.
Wait, before we go, what's your go-to dance move?
I feel like it's the...
Do that again.
I automatically go here.
One more time. Here. I'll learn how to do that, and we'll see you now.
Show. Welcome back to it. It's your feel-good breakfast show. And let me tell you, from humble beginnings to world stages, EXO Empire has been one of our favorite dance groups over the years. And as we grow, so do they. And today, we sit down with the founder and creative director of this incredible dance group, Craig Julie. Everyone in studio, let's give Craig a feel-good welcome again for the last time of the year.
Thank you.
Craig, incredible trajectory for Empire. Like, let's dive right into it. How's 2024 been for you? Let's reflect a little bit, I think.
I think 2024 has been the most challenging year of EXO Empire's life overall. It's been a heavy roller coaster, if I must say myself. We've did up to 7 competitions this year. Just for this year, and a lot of expressos in between, a lot of shows in between. Recently, we just done a show for Lukman at the festival. So that was like the end of basically for the year, and then I was like, okay, cool.
Wow.
Expresso came on board.
I mean, I know that a fun fact about me, I actually started out as a dancer, started out in World Championships, so I know for a fact that rehearsal, before we even go onto stage, before we're competing as a crew, is absolutely insane. And 2024 obviously has got to do a lot of rehearsals. I mean, seven that you're looking at for the entire year. I'm sure you guys are tired, are you not?
I am, especially.
Absolutely.
I am.
The creative thinking and the constant, you know.
It was tiring. There was a lot of practice to it, I must be very honest. I think with this year as well, we had a lot of matriculants in our studio that was busy with exams. And it took a step back also because a few of them couldn't do comp, couldn't dance actually. And a few of them like couldn't really make practices. There's nothing I could do regarding it because I mean, education comes first at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so like there was a lot of challenges, but I mean, just the commitment overall for them catching up, for them just finding time to see what they missed out and just falling into place like they actually were at the previous practices.
Yes.
It all paid off, and I mean, it was a success.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the long hours of hard work, and you're looking at like almost 6 hours of a rehearsal. I remember I had to be in 6 hours of a rehearsal before we even went to competition. Yeah. And it's Monday to Sunday, and it's a consistent thing. And you guys represented in Croatia
That's
this year,
correct, yes,
correct?
That's correct, yeah.
How was that?
So, first of all, we competed in numerous international competitions. It was Amsterdam, USA, Portugal 2 years ago, and then Croatia this year. I think Croatia was a big step up because we walked away with 4 bronze medals and 2 silver and 1 silver medal.
Oh man!
So it was amazing. Croatia standard was nice. It was high. The vibe was even amazing. And I mean, like, I would go back in a split second if I should. But yeah.
Croatia sounds incredible, and being able to travel the country with EXO Empire must have been remarkable. And also, you know, for kids in Cape Town, what a trajectory. You know, what an incredible moment, I think, as a dancer. I know when I traveled to Germany and World Championships, it was just amazing. Like, honestly, it was amazing. Well, Craig, we absolutely love having you in studio. Thank you so much. I know for a fact we've got a performance coming on later, yes?
2 performances.
Absolutely. Well, all I can say is move the coffee table and get ready to move your body with EXO Empire.
We're definitely looking forward to that. Just moments before we hit the top of the hour, which means 1 more hour left of your Feel Good show for 2024. But of course, we've got to get into your news first. And we get started with some national news, where Dobsonville residents in Soweto, Johannesburg, face a bleak festive season as power outages persist. Now, elderly residents from wards 47 and 48, representing around 100 households, have endured 7 months without electricity. Despite discussions with Eskom officials in Diepkloof, the issue remains unresolved. Frustrated residents staged a protest at Eskom's Megawatt Park in Sandton, demanding the urgent restoration of power. Sticking to local news, the South African Medical Association, or SAMA, has raised alarms about the rise in emergency cases linked to alcohol consumption during the festive season. Now, Chairperson Dr. Mvuyisi Mzukwa highlighted the dangers of excessive drinking, noting its role in social harm and increased road accidents. He revealed that alcohol-related incidents accounted for 1/3 of South Africa's 1,427 road fatalities in 2023. Let's take a look further afield at your international news making headlines, where Luigi Mangione, accused of murdering health insurance executive Brian Thompson on a Manhattan street, has pleaded not guilty to state murder charges, labeling him a terrorist. The 26-year-old appeared in court under heavy security after his arrest in Pennsylvania ended a 5-day manhunt. The case, which has drawn both condemnation and controversial public support, highlights tensions over healthcare costs in the U.S. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's presidential transition team is reportedly preparing for the United States to withdraw from the World Health Organization, or WHO, at the start of a potential second term. Health law expert Lawrence Gostin revealed plans to sever ties with the UN agency, aligning with Trump's criticism of its operations. Such a move would signal a significant shift in US global health policy and pandemic cooperation. And to close up your final bit of news for 2024 on your Feel Good show, we've got to end with the Feel Good story, where a 71-year-old grandmother from Lower Umbongo village near Umbo in the Eastern Cape has received an early Christmas gift, a new home. Now, Pondile Georgie's house was destroyed by heavy rains last year, but thanks to a call from a neighbor and support from the Chipa Mpengesi Foundation, her life has been transformed. Georgie expressed her gratitude, saying, quote, "I am over the moon. You have really changed my life, and now I have a home." Really good way to end off the news for 2024 and doing exactly what we do, which is dishing out all of that feel good. For now, though, let's get into that final bit of sports with Kyle.
What an incredible way to wake up this festive season with a brand new home. Oh, Nopi, we are so happy for you. Let's jump into your final sports for 2024. Sacha Feinberg Zulu is back in training and likely to feature in the DHL Stormers and United Rugby Championship clash against the Sharks on Saturday. The Springbok overcame a hip pointer injury from last weekend's 29-10 win. And meanwhile, number 8 Evan Roos is back in training but expected to return in January. And over into your football, Bukayo Saka will miss many weeks after a hamstring injury in Arsenal's 5-1 win over Crystal Palace. The winger with 5 goals and 10 assists this season is a major loss for the Gunners' Arsenal. Arsenal, currently 3rd place, face Ipswich and Friday, trailing leaders Liverpool by 6 points with a game in hand. And into your tennis, 2 times Grand Slam double champion Max Purcell has been provisionally suspended for breaching anti-doping regulations. The ITIA confirmed. The Australian admitted to using a prohibited method and is barred from all tennis events, including the 2025 Australian Open. Purcell ranked 12th in doubles, won Wimbledon in 2022 and the US Open this year. And the 2025 Giro d'Italia will make history by starting in Albania, marking the first time the race begins in the country. And organizers announced that the opening stage on the 9th of May will run from Durrës to Tirana. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama highlighted the event as an opportunity to showcase Albania to a global audience. The full route will be revealed next month. And that's a wrap on your final news and sport for 2024. Let's take a look at your weather.
Oh, thank you, Kyle. Yes, let's look at the roads for the final time this year. And I'm hoping nothing too crazy. Well, in Cape Town and Milnerton, delays are expected on the N7 southbound at Bosmansdam as a result of a truck accident. Now, the left lane is closed and traffic is being diverted via the ramps. Please do maintain a safe following distance and stay safe while driving. It is, of course, Christmas Eve, and we want you to arrive alive wherever you're going. That's how we wrap up your roads. Let's have a look at what's happening in your weather. The South African Weather Service warns of severe weather during the festive season. Now, damaging winds and flash flooding recently hit Mokopane in Limpopo, Qwaqwa in the Free State, and Tembisa in Gauteng, closing bridges in Centurion. Disruptive rain may cause flooding in western Limpopo and northern Gauteng, while the southwestern interior stays warm and dry. Christmas Day, which is what brings all the cheer and joy, and it's going to be bringing drizzles in Limpopo and in Mpumalanga with hot fire-prone conditions in the Cape provinces. Isolated showers on the day of Goodwill, which is the 26th of December, will affect most regions with scattered thunderstorms in Gauteng and the Free State. Now, let's see if we can end up with some more joy by checking out the sunrise view of the hour. Let's see what Nancy has out in Pennington in KZN. Can I just say that this might just be one of the best pictures that we've received so far. Nancy, that is absolutely stunning, the way you had the foreground of the trees and then, of course, the beautiful sun shining through. What a beautiful morning view you had. And I know you put extra effort in getting that over to us. So thank you so much, Nancy. And that is the final view that we're seeing, the final final Good Morning Sunrise of 2024. Now share your morning views with us going into 2025. Take this number down, 0634088863. For now though, let's see what your Christmas Eve temperatures are giving you.
The sunrise view, the last sunrise view of 2024, absolute magic. Now we're all about winning this season, and let me tell you, the Christmas Eve will this Tuesday bring joy and cheer. Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots to find out. And you can play Powerball for an estimated 38 million rand and Powerball Plus for an estimated 12 million rand today. Don't forget guys, buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za or utilize your mobile app, or you can utilize your cell phone banking by dialing *120 *7529# for USSD. And as you know, we have this all posted on our Expresso social media pages, so check them out. It's punter, pusher, player, Powerball, and plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. And let me know you can get lucky. Carissa, I know you got some goodness for us. What you got, girl?
Oh, I've got so much goodness coming your way. Hours away from Christmas is what we're experiencing. And Woolies has got us when it comes to all of your rows, so we're going to find out exactly how to get into that. Not only that, yes, you can see the gorgeous dancers behind me. EXO Empire is in the building, baby. Now they're going to take over and give you a really feel-good dance to send us off into the festive season. Are you guys ready? Okay. Before we get to it, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey, this is how we do it, Feel Good Fam. We'll see you after this.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
it's just big me.
Young dope, dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw, nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping in balances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
on the second day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
50. It's just us.
Raw.
on the third day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
Floor seats for the Knicks. Couple models blowing hits. They don't even wanna pick. Wanna lick up, wanna.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, can you believe it? It's Christmas Eve and we are here to remind you of the true spirit of the season. And that's sharing, that's love, that's laughter and delicious food with the people that we love. So this year, Woolworths is making it easier than ever to enjoy more quality time with loved ones by giving W Rewards members 25% off any 2 easy roasts or meals, and all customers get 20% off. Now, with that being said, that is already exciting enough, but it gets even better because food stylist and chef Carissa is in the building here to show us how easy it is to host a Christmas with their range of easy roasts. Carissa, so what do you have for us? What are we going to be preparing that can be pretty easy, pretty quick, and pretty essential for the occasion, man? We're talking about Christmas here.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas. We want to eat meat, guys. Think about this now. It's the day before Christmas. Some people have not even bought their meat. Some people have not prepared. Some people have been cooking since last week. Let's be honest.
Yes, that's true.
So if you're on the other side and you haven't prepared, Woolies has got you with all these amazing easy roasts. And today we're going to show Case how to do like a quick and easy deboned leg of lamb.
Ooh, love it.
But it's also been flavored and made sure that it's got like amazing seasoning.
I wanted to ask you that, man, because I see there's like a little bit of a rosemary over here.
Rosemary.
It looks like there's
all the spices and the seasoning is done for you. All you need to do is literally take it out the bag.
You just have to get it open.
Get it open. So that's what I'm going to do. Take it out the bag. And then what I'm going to do is just take this. I'm going to pop this into the roasting tray.
Seriously, that's it?
That's easy. And I think we've got another one that we've cooked already.
Okay.
Can you grab that one for me?
Let me get that out for you, just showing you how simple it is. It's nice and hot. Ooh, gosh, this is looking good.
Can you smell that? It smells like Christmas.
Oh, you mad? This is incredible. Let me pop this over here.
Thank you so much. I mean, look at how beautiful that is.
It does look like you prepared this in a week.
You literally put it in the oven, walk away from it. Walk away from it, go relax, go have a little chat with
Go make some memories with your family.
Exactly. With that, what I'm going to do is serve it with these beautiful roast baby potatoes.
Okay.
It's this roasting kit. So it's like, you don't have to think too much. It's the potatoes, they've even cut them for you in half.
Hang on, and they've got like, the sprinkles are here.
It's got onion sprinkles, there's a beautiful mayo that goes with it. So we can start plating that up for me.
Awesome.
So what we're going to do, we've cooked them already.
Cool.
But what I'm going to do is take our platter, and how I like to serve it is I take this mayo sauce that comes in the pack and I just spoon it onto the platter.
Oh, okay.
And I smear it around.
So a bath of mayo.
Bath of mayo. So what that does is it like when you're dishing up, you make sure that everyone gets a piece of potato, but also has a little bit of that mayo at the bottom.
Because we know you get those people that like literally on the salad. You know, when you have all the lettuce leaves at the bottom and all the good stuff at the top.
All the
feta
has been eaten.
Bro,
They eat all the feta.
Those people. If you're that person, watch out.
We know you.
Carissa and I are coming for you, okay? We're setting the record straight this year.
What you're going to do is sprinkle some of that for me while I sprinkle some gorgeous herbs just to make it, again, more beautiful and festive.
I'm thinking of the texture that we're going to get from this because you got the mayo giving the creaminess. You got that sort of a full body from the potato. Crunchiness from the onion. And there's a little bit of a savory nuance from the rest of it. So that's it.
That's it. Amazing, right?
Come on. And guests are going to be wowing you all throughout the day, and you're going to just be like, it's fine, chilling, casual, no stress.
I worked so hard for this. You must
love
lie.
this. Okay, so we've literally shown how easy it is to prepare something like this. Talk to me about the other options when it comes to easy meals. What if we want more than just leg of lamb?
We definitely want more than
We
just
do.
lamb.
We've got big families coming through.
We've got big families. There's a beautiful new product. It's this whole roast turkey. It's been brined with that butter brine base situation. So it's just got that, think about that rotisserie chicken.
No, Scott, I don't want to think. You're making me hungry.
Think about that rotisserie chicken.
I don't want to.
But in a turkey form, at home.
Oh, yeah?
Plus, it comes with the gravy as well.
Okay.
No, come on.
No,
Let's be real.
Oh, man. Dreams are happening. They've come to life. And, of course, all you have to do, Mzansi, is literally go down to Woolworths, literally grab one of these specials and what is the hardest part? Putting it in the oven or cutting it open?
Yeah, you know what? The cutting open can get tricky. You're right.
Okay, so we've done something exceptional here in pretty much no time, no effort at all. You just need an oven. You just need electricity at home. So you mentioned that turkey. I see some other options here as well, man.
There's a beautiful omelette. So what Woolies has done is cooked it for 6 hours, like 6 whole hours of cooking this thing.
Serious, yeah?
So it's tender. It's got that beautiful, soft juiciness. It's just so beautiful. And I think my family really loves this. It's such a iconic thing for the family to have. So, and normally it just takes so much time of cooking.
Yeah.
So much electricity.
Absolutely.
In this economy.
In this current economic climate, come on, let's just save time, save everything, and save opportunities to make more memories.
Exactly.
That's what the Festive's
so
about.
That guy, 20 minutes, it's done. You can jazz it up, add some curry flavor to it, add some more spices, more herbs. You can do a lot with it.
Okay, last question I've
Yes,
got to
go
ask.
for it, go for it.
A tip. If we are going to be doing this thing for real, Christmas is tomorrow, I'm preparing these meals, what tips do you have for me, if any?
Buy a lot of meat.
Just get more, just get options.
Get more,
Okay.
get options. I think there is more festivities beyond just that Christmas lunch, right? So we still want to eat further in the day. We want to have leftovers the next day. So
Yes.
make sure you have enough. The most disappointing thing is when you try and go for that lamb and it's like the last piece and your little cousin is looking at you across the table and you're like, are you really going to do that?
And I think with the flavors that are coming
Yeah.
through from this, you are literally going to upset people if you don't have enough.
Exactly. So make sure you have enough. Again, if you want to relax, go to Woolies. There is so much for you that you can just chillax.
Well, Carissa, you've put me at ease, and I'm now officially excited to host Christmas. And you can be too, Mzansi, because W Rewards members get 25% off any 2 easy roasts or meals, while all customers get 20% off. So hurry up, as this offer ends today, the 24th of December, 2024. And with that being said, have a beautiful festive. Let's eat, bro. Yeah.
That sure does look so good. I can't wait to get into all the feasting tomorrow. But listen, we gave you all the rules when it comes to overindulging. And if you have, remember you can go for a walk or you could dance. Because right behind me, they're no strangers to Expresso's dance floor as they showcase their talent on our stage throughout 2024. And when we say they mean business, I mean it when it comes to dancing. So let's welcome award-winning dance crew for their Christmas dance-off. It is EXO Empire!
On the first day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
It's just big me.
Selling dope, is you like that? Kicking those, kicking in those, is you like that? Young throw, nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping in Balences if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
on the second day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
50 is just us.
on the third day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
Floor seats for the next. Models blowing hits. They don't even wanna pick. Wanna lick up, wanna. I done made a couple hits. Going hammer with the pick. God handed me the gift. Not to slam it for a brick.
on the fifth day of Christmas, my true love said to me, on the fourth day of Christmas, my true love said to me.
be that girl, you know?
Oh, okay. You didn't know this, but Kyle Clark has got the moves. All right, come 2025, he's going to be joining EXO Empire. But well done again to our award-winning dance crew for always showing up and showing out.
Fantastic. EXO Empire has been doing it big this year in 2024. But coming up, stay tuned because we're on the last couple of minutes of the show, the final show of 2024. And we are setting the ultimate mood with the most incredible Christmas Eve table.
Oh, I like that because some people do Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day.
True.
That's very exciting when you can rest on Christmas Day.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's all about sleeping on Christmas Day more than anything. Unbuttoning and sleeping.
It's about getting that rest in where you can.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we've got to award our final Christmas stocking winner. We've just got one more left. I think you know what it is, but we're going to build up anticipation and, of course, award one of you. So keep that phone on loud. We'll call you now. Enjoy some coffee. In the meantime, we'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Christmas Eve. Now, before the break, we wrapped up Easy Roast with food stylist and chef Carissa. And now it's time to lay the table. And there's nothing like a beautifully set table to bring everyone together on Christmas Eve and, of course, on Christmas Day. And we brought in stylist and blogger Meg Pedro. She's here to share some tips on how we can set the Christmas Eve table. And Meg, you know what? I love that some people are actually opting for Christmas Eve.
Very much so.
Very non-traditional. Yes.
Yes, it really, although some people really are Christmas Evers.
Okay.
And then there are other Christmas Dayers. You're a Christmas Day.
I've always been a Christmas Dayer, which is why it's such a foreign concept to me, but I love that because then it kind of takes the pressure off of the 25th of December.
100%. Although it's a full day, it makes it longer, right?
It does make it a little bit longer, okay. But last night, I was out shopping, getting my last-minute shopping done. Would not recommend if you headed out to the stores today. I am so sorry, excuse in advance, because it is madness out there. Do you have any last-minute tips you can offer us when it comes to decorating or even shopping?
Well, for me, because I'm going today.
Oh.
So, although I would suggest that set ahead of time, of course. You do not want to be running around with the iron, with the steamer, just before, you know, the guests ring the doorbell. So Also, think about transitioning your table because it is, again, a full marathon, whether you're having a, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And then set your table in a way that, place your table, but then put your chairs so that you can see that you have sufficient space, that you have sufficient glassware, that you have everything ready to go.
I think there's nothing worse than having somebody sit down and realize that either there's no seat for them or they don't have a glass to drink out of.
That's why the kids' table was invented, right? They just went, okay, you guys are
everybody else. Oh, I love a kids' table, man, because the adults are enjoying conversation over here. Okay, when it comes to our table settings in particular, what approach do you take?
Okay, so if you've noticed here, I've put the most... Oh my gosh, I've spoken about this tablecloth before.
As a runner.
It is summer's must-have homeware piece. Honestly, it is so incredibly beautiful. And just taking it from day to night very easily, I've used it as a runner here and folded it up. And this is an 8-seater, so it is a big one. And then simply, for the evening, we unfold, cover the whole table. You don't see the wood anymore, and immediately it's a different look and feel.
I love that. And also, whether you're outdoors or indoors, you can also change it depending on that.
Completely. You can also kind of, rouge it in a little way.
I've seen that before.
And then use your glasses.
That rustic feel. Yes,
You've got a different look and feel with just one tablecloth.
I absolutely love that, Meg. Okay, can we go through what we've got going here? Because I'm seeing texture, I'm seeing the food also being styled on the table. It's incredible.
You can see we've been in a few segments together. The texture
is giving.
The texture is so important. So again, we've gone with the most beautiful white, clean aesthetic because it is a smaller table. So again, you don't have to overwhelm it at all. And I've got, the gold accents.
I love
just
this.
So beautiful.
It's also giving mixed metal because you've got the silver crackers with the gold hardware.
Yes, which we spoke about even wearing in jewelry.
Exactly.
It is so stunning. And don't be afraid to do something like that. This is the time when, we often using all of our crockery, all of our cutlery at the time. So definitely, these are the most beautiful whites. So white, clean, very clean lines, very beautiful to stack, and dishwasher safe, microwave safe. Absolutely essential on the day because nobody is washing up.
No.
You are putting that on in between courses, which brings me to, you wouldn't even think dishwasher safe as well. Absolutely beautiful. And just the texture on these.
I know. Also the weight on them. You can tell these are quality.
You can go in for your lamb.
Oh, yeah. The lamb, the steak, even if it's not cooked well and it's hard as heck, you can definitely eat that.
Well, we've got the most beautiful little details. And then, of course, I'm going to talk about an edible table setting.
Interesting.
Okay, how stunning. Because, again, it is something different. It creates a different conversation.
Yeah.
It's actually so beautiful and easy and also very interactive. So almost have the kids kind of doing something in between, while the gammon's going, dinner's going. It's such a beautiful way because, again, we have beautiful roasts and, beautiful main meals, but the day is about snacking. What better way to kind of just...
because you don't want to overwhelm your stomach when it comes to the mains. It's like, let's prepare it. Let's line the stomach for the lamb, for the gammon.
It is just such a great way. And again, on arrival, you can have that next to your drink station, create a beautiful cocktail, a little mocktail that is a signature drink in your home, and then kind of creating a mood around it. So play a beautiful playlist, I think immediately sets a room, sets a tone. And then creating a beautiful ambience is something so important. So we do that through candles, through lighting, because again, it goes from morning, afternoon, straight through to evening, which is really important. And then I would suggest an unscented candle at a table because, again, you don't want to have, the smell of the gammon, the smell of the food, and everything kind of clash.
I like that you've considered that because you don't want to be harassed. Like, don't harass the senses.
Put your scents in your other rooms, in your guest, in your guest bathroom, in the bedrooms that the kids are going to run in and out of, even outside your diffuser, just at the window. Just open the windows up because we have a hot, hot day tomorrow. So.
I'm excited because usually it's raining, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. Wow, Meg, this is absolutely stunning. For my table this year, we're definitely going a lot of greenery. I'm taking tips from you as well. Yes. And then we're going candles, and I'm tying little ribbons around it. Just to take it to the next step, but candles are essential.
Candles are so essential. And honestly, the bows are so trendy in fashion as well. But in table decor, I've seen a lot of bows on Christmas trees.
Exactly.
And it's so, so beautiful. It's such a beautiful touch. So do that even, around the luxury crackers. They've already done it for you. But just something like that. Don't forget your personalization. This this year. It's super, super important. It makes guests feel so loved and so warm. So even if you have now only thought last minute, write the name on a cracker. It's your simple place setting. Add a chuckle. I'm such a big chuckle fan. Incorporating a chuckle into a beautiful dessert station.
Wow.
Because I was actually having a conversation with someone recently about what you do for dessert. And although Woolies has a sensational amount for you to choose from this year, it literally is the best Christmas ever. I always do an ice cream bar. So you can go up, you can have your chuckles. They've got
like do it yourself.
Do it yourself. And it takes the pressure off the host, but it looks like you are the host for the most.
Yeah, it looks like you put in so much effort. I think the best part is that right now I went to Woolworths as well yesterday to get the last minute foods because I'm making a salad, don't judge me. Okay.
Salads are important.
Salads are important, okay?
They
Balance.
are.
We heard from the Good Doc earlier, but there's 30% off of Christmas decor currently. Isn't that exciting?
It is so exciting. Why do you think I'm going today?
I love this, Meg. 100%. I was going to ask you what your tips are. Okay, that's number one tip. Head to Woolworths today. What else would you say as a last
Of course,
tip?
take advantage of the extended hours. And remember, this day is not just about Christmas Day as opposed to the festive season. We are going to be hosting this whole festive season. So really get creative with your table decor, with the ideas that you have. Host inside, host outside. Just this is the time to do it. To bring out that host for the most.
I think so. And with the year that you've given us full of tips, Meg, we definitely are so excited to become the hostess with the mostess. Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Meg Pedro, so much for that. Always here with the good stuff, isn't she? Now, for the host with the most, this one is for you. Shop all your last-minute Christmas decor and tableware at Woolworths. Of course, it's available in-store, online, and on the app. Woolies has got you covered. I mean, look at the material. I can't wait for you to send us your pictures of your Christmas tomorrow.
Do you remember the very first day of December? Woolies was changing the mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
Don't forget to head to those Woolworths stores today. You can shop online for 30% off decor. And absolutely incredible. I know my family is a huge, massive fan of Christmas Eve tables. So I'm so excited to see what our Christmas Eve table looks like, or tonight, what our Christmas Eve table looks like tonight. But coming up on the show, we're in the last little minutes of our final show for 2024. And we have another dance crew performance by XO Empire. The award-winning XO Empire is here to perform for us again. And we also are announcing the winner of our Festive Stocking competition. There's so much more for the last show of the year. Happy 2024, happy Christmas Eve. Stay tuned, we've got much more right after this.
Step into a world where color meets possibility with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products and stand to win a state-of-the-art Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid worth 500,000 Rand. Simply WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply. Plascon, together we've got this.
Loving Black Street, treated like an athlete, life ain't a track meet. It's a marathon, fuck the cemetery that a nigga gets buried on. Nice neighborhood, huh?
Back into it, back into it. Ice cube. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love said to me.
Loving Black Street, treated like an athlete, life ain't a track meet. It's a marathon, fuck the cemetery that a nigga gets buried on.
It's my feel good
Yes, you're back in your Feel Good show, and the festive joy has peaked. And this Feel Good Tuesday on Christmas Eve, we're about to unveil the name of the final Expresso Festive Stocking Competition. Wow, we've come full circle.
Oh, we really have. But there've been so many moments that we are so proud of because we got to give you something really great to make your Christmas that much better. But let's recap on the last couple of gifts that we've given away, because 3 prizes have been awarded to you. We had Ivan, who walked away with a Lego Ninjago Source Dragon of Motion with 2,999 Rand.
I'm so jealous, so I lie. Also, my cousins are very, very jealous. And then we also have Antonio, who walked away with a 14K yellow gold Cape Town small diamond pendant worth 9,980 Rand. What a Christmas gift, man.
That one I had my eye on, I
You
won't
did.
lie. So congrats to Antonia. And of course, yesterday, if you were here, Expresso fam, we had Mary, who walked away with a Nintendo Switch and Super Mario Jamboree bundle, and that one was worth 9,299 Rand. So from the jewelry lovers to, of course, the gamers, everybody was covered. But that leaves us with one more stocking right behind me. And we have, of course, got the Dunlop jacket and double-walled 530ml flask, and this one is worth 1,000 Rand. So we've got to award our winner.
Yes, we do.
We couldn't get on the line. She's obviously prepping, you know, making all the Christmas dreams come true. But congratulations to
Vanessa. You are our final lucky winner. The #1 stocking. My goodness,
Can
what
you
incredible.
imagine? Vanessa's going to walk away with something good. But of course, to qualify, we asked that one question: who she'll be spending her Christmas with? And she had this to say. I will be spending the festive season with my loved ones, which are family and friends, and my daughter's first Christmas on Earth.
Bless.
This is the only time I get to see and spend time with them.
Oh, man, that's really beautiful. Honestly, very beautiful. It's really about the curriculum. Congratulations, Vanessa.
Well done.
And let me let you know what you have won. You have won yourself a Dunlop jacket and double-walled 530ml flask worth 1,000 Rand. What a great way to end Christmas.
Absolutely. And for your baby's first Christmas, we wish her nothing but the best. Maybe she's the one keeping you busy right now. We are not mad at you
She
at
definitely
all.
is.
Running around trying to get her. Give her some gammon and she'll be okay, all right? Well, Expresso fam, thank you for having a fantastic year alongside us. That was just our small way of saying thank you to you for really being part of this journey. Now, we've shared joy with 4 lucky winners, each taking home a very special treat from our festive stockings as we wrap up the Expresso Festive Stocking Competition. We just want to wish you a wonderful holiday filled with so much love and cheer and really bright moments.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish everyone an incredible holiday. But we are not ending here because EXO Empire are back. Not only are we inspired by these talented dancers, but they certainly brought the festive here's to the Expresso studio. And this Christmas Eve, they're back with their final performance for the year. Everybody in studio, let's give a last round of applause for EXO Empire.
Nice neighborhood, huh?
My goodness. Eh? Listen, we're going to hand this over because what a moment. What an incredible moment. I need to learn some of these dance moves. And a fun fact about me, I actually used to be a young little dancer back in the day. A young little SADTA dancer. We all know about that, yes? We do? No, we don't. Oh, we are Croatia girls in the studio today. That's for sure. Jenna, come teach me something, man. I also want to be, you know, also be that girl.
Okay, so
yes, for you?
we are first going to start with the Afro dance, right? So we're going to take it first. We're going to
Oh,
go
you
to our
telling
left.
me the 2024. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready.
So we're first going to start on a 1.
And a 1.
Switch it. And a 2.
Mm.
And we're going to go again. And a 1.
Mm.
And you switch it.
And a 2.
And we're going to push to that way. And we're going to go. And a 1. And a 2.
Hey! Oh, man. Listen, I need to know where's Carissa because you 100% need to learn that. Carissa, please, it's a 5, 6, 7, 8. This is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. Are we ready? We're going 1. Look at me being the teacher, Shanna.
And a 1. Oh, we got some music. Hey.
So much coming up after the break. We got a couple more minutes left. It's EXO Empire. What a way to send off Expresso for 2024. Let's give them a massive round of applause. EXO! Come on. And a 1. And a 2.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh my goodness, I'm shedding one single thank to you because that was our final ad break for 2024 as we go into the last couple of minutes of the show. And thank you for being here. If you've been here from the beginning, it's been so good. But we've got something for you right now.
Oh, man, Expo Empire's got me sweating. So let's go all winning big. We're starting in with the lotto. Will this Tuesday bring joy and cheer for you, my feel-good family? Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots to find out. And you could play Powerball for an estimated 38 million rand and Powerball Plus for an estimated 12 million rand. And don't forget to buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za. You can also utilize your mobile app, cell phone banking on *120 *7529# for USSD. And don't forget, we have all of these details on our Expresso social media pages, so check them out. Pada Pusha Playa, baby. Powerball and Powerball Plus for 50 million rand in total estimated jackpots today.
Woo, 50 million is a lot of money.
Yes.
Is all I'm telling you. What would you do? Where do you even begin? What would you do with 50 million?
First, I would sort out my debt, you know?
This is important, you and the rest of Mzansi.
We're going into debt crisis as of 2025. January, and that's exactly what I would do.
I love that. I hope you will also treat yourself and spoil yourself.
And you, a young 50 million, I'm sure that would set you up.
Let me get a new wardrobe. Let me start there. Then let me get a one-way ticket out of here because I'm traveling the globe and seeing everything good. I think travel's an investment, so I would definitely do that. And then save a little bit of money. And then my mom also gets some money. Okay, stop it.
She's in a giving mood today.
I really am in a giving mood because it's the festive season. And I'm pretty sure on your side too, our table is set and the lights are definitely twinkling on the tree. The smell of Christmas is going to be filling the studio. And then we're going to be ready to end the show as we prepare for our best Christmas ever. Thanks to Woolworths.
Do you remember the very first day of December? Police was changing the mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
You heard us say it, and here we are. I really am getting just a little bit choked up because we're ending the year on the best of notes and, of course, with the best Christmas ever.
Oh, man, so beautiful. I cannot believe that I am here on the last show of Expresso. For me, this is like dreams actualized,
Absolutely.
you know? And before we indulge, let's go ahead and open some gifts. I like that. We're in the spirit of opening gifts, and as you know, Carissa was going to utilize 50 million rand to be in a gift-giving mood. So here we go. Let's open up some
Okay, you go
gifts.
first.
Shall I?
Yes.
Okay, one of my favorites.
Okay.
We figured out while I was making trifle that I have a massive sweet tooth, so...
And let me
5 triple
tell
chocolate
you,
brownies. Oh,
those are
my
divine.
goodness.
I was also told with the triple chocolate brownies, you should actually put them in the air fryer or the oven a little bit, or even the microwave.
Yes.
And then they get gooey on the inside. Ooh.
I will tell you my favorite, absolute kryptonite series, as I'm watching at night, binge watching, are these brownies and some Woolies Tin Roof ice cream.
Oh.
What a soul. But you're right. 30 seconds in the microwave, tin
All
roof
you
ice cream,
need.
magic.
What a combination.
Magic.
Okay, I'll go.
I'm gonna put this under the table for me.
I actually saw this yesterday. I was so tempted to buy it.
Oh, nice.
ASMR.
Love.
Can you hear that? It is real tin. And this is one of those tins that you can actually keep. I will approve this. It is so beautiful. And this one is the Clement Gold all butter shortbread cookies. It even comes with a little scarf and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is a gift that keeps on giving.
Wow, what an incredible... yeah, 100% you gave some ASMR there at the same time. I'm jumping into this next gift.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
We were talking about overindulging.
Let's see.
We were. And also, our doctor told us about calorie control. So this is definitely great for Christmas season. A non-alcoholic Clement Gold Mandarin, which is incredible for any drinks that you're trying to mix this festive season. It's a good vibe, man.
I love this. I love the Clement Gold range as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm also on starter drink duty, like welcome drink. And I feel like this would be so fresh.
So not just roast potatoes.
No, listen, salad and the drink, salad and a spritzer. Okay, let's see what else I got. Ooh, I love this. It's also in the Clement Gold range, and this is the Rainbow Honey.
Oh, amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. Can we
Massive fan.
ASMR again?
I love the ASMR. It's always so
This you
great.
can also add to, I've heard meats.
Yes.
To add that sweetness to cut through the hecticness of proteins.
Listen, Woolies packaging is always the best.
It's so cute, isn't it? I would reuse this jar.
Everything feels like a gift when you're shopping at Woolies, that's for sure, right? It actually feels like an absolute gift. This is definitely something.
Carl, this is such an honor and a privilege to be able to end off this year with you. And thank you so much for being part of the Expresso fam.
Oh, man.
When you look back at the year, I mean, how has 2024 been for you?
You know, thank you. I think first and foremost, joining the team in Expresso is just amazing. I'm so excited for what 2025 has for me on this show. I'm excited, I think, to be a part of the show in the most impactful way, you know? And if I look back in 2024, the most beautiful highlights was being able to meet the people here, having a 14-year-old dream being actualized. Like, if you guys knew how many times I pinch myself at night, the fact that I get to show up to the studio in the morning is absolutely amazing. What about you, 2020?
Don't get me emotional. That is
yeah,
so beautiful.
my mom was crying earlier. My mom's in studio today and she was crying earlier. She was like, wow, this is really dreams actualized. For
I love it. I love that you also brought her here today.
Absolutely.
When I walked in, you said, it is Bring Your Mom to Work Day. I said, yes. And it is in the building, and I absolutely love to see it. And thank you for being here, honestly. It's just such a really great way to close off the year and the final episode of us hanging out together, Expresso fam. So thank you for being here as well.
Yeah.
It has been such a ride also, and I really love the fact that we get to do this along with the coolest family in the country.
Family, actually.
My goodness, the most supportive, generous, beautiful, and loving family ever.
You are the coolest, actually, because you starting an Expresso this year, I will say I've been watching the show for years. This, again, dreams actualized. But to see you walk into Expresso and see all the things that's happened in your career has been amazing.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
What are your highlights, my love?
I mean, this is 100% my highlights. It's also for me like a 9-year dream that's being actualized on my side. And I've had many highs, many lows, but this has been the top of my peak. But it's great that it's only the beginning. You know, 7 months in, we still have 70 years left to go.
Yes, we do.
So let's go, baby.
We keep setting those contracts. That's what we're looking for.
And I just want to say thank you, Expresso fam, for really just embracing me and opening up your hearts to me. I know there were huge shoes to fill, and you've really just made me feel like I am part of the family. So I owe it to you, and thank you to the upstairs guys. Thank you to Mama P. Thank you to everybody that really did support me through this journey. And shout out to Lucian.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to
Lucian.
the best of the best of the
I always
best.
like to say he does the Lord's work. Lucian, an absolute legend.
We have to see Lucian's face before we wrap up this year. Lucian,
Can we see your face, Lucian?
we love you.
Come on.
We love you, Lucian.
There we are.
We
What
got a smile out of him. Absolutely amazing. What are you doing for Christmas this year?
Christmas Eve. I have family that has flown in from Australia, which is amazing.
Wow.
I have my family from Carissa that literally drove all the way down to Cape Town. So it's actually a massive Clark and Ellis reunion.
Wow.
So we're all here. All my cousins are here. It's beautiful. We have an incredible itinerary. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm so excited.
I absolutely love this for you. No wonder you're making the lamb and the gammon and the curry it just keeps going.
I mean, I'm also a good delegator. You know, I'm a really good delegator.
I love this for you, and I'm glad that I'm just there on salad duty as well as the potatoes. I might just make this recipe right here.
Yeah, is your table going to look like this, though?
It's going to look exactly
It's going to look like this,
I'm going to bring Megan Pedron over to help me do this.
Wow. I mean, I think the decor on the table blows me away. In my mind, I have, I think, overindulged on decor when it's Christmas season. But, you know, the tree. What a Christmas tree. A food Christmas tree.
I'm going to take that one home. I'm going to surprise my family tomorrow and be like, look what I made you.
Not just roast potatoes.
But some salami trees too. And shout out to our kitchen team for always making us look so good. To Tiff, to Oki, to my Mildred, and to Mama Joyce, always just, you know, showing up and doing the absolute most.
Absolutely. What an
Love
incredible year. And look, we are not the only ones getting gifts today. 2 lucky winners stand the chance to each win a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card. And you can find the competition post on the Expresso social media and pages and tell us how you are making this your best Christmas ever. And don't forget to hashtag Woolies Christmas, because the competition closes today at 10 a.m. the 24th of December. That means you literally have an hour. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Kyle, I think it's fair to say this is a wrap. 1 minute, 30 seconds left of the show for 2024. I think it's only appropriate that we bring in the biggest guns that produced a big gun.
The lady that gave birth to all of this.
The lady
Let's
that
give her a
gave
feel
birth
good
to
welcome,
this
young Angela. Hello,
Gifting
Mama. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're watching your son. This is Dreams Actualized, and this is all for you, Mama. This is all for you.
Expresso fam, thank you for hanging out with us for 2024.
Yes.
This is the conclusion of what has been the best in feel-good shows of the year. And we really appreciate your company, your love, your comments, your messages, you making all the recipes, entering our competitions, and making sure that you definitely start your mornings on the right notes.
Yes, and as you heard, we're back on the 6th of Jan on your screen, 6 to 9, Monday to Friday on S3. Don't forget to open up with us because 2025 is going to be 2025 and thrive.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait for it.
I adopted that.
Oh,
I was like, that's mine.
You should take it too. 2020 Thrive is what we're looking forward to. Enjoy your Christmas if you're celebrating. Happy New Year to you as well. Have a fantastic start to the year. And shout out to the rest of our team. Shout out to Ryle, shout out to Carl, shout out to Graham, shout out to Zanele,
shout out to Ayanda, Kutle. Oh, and
you
and
our favorites. We love all of you. And shout out to Lena directing us throughout the years as well as
Absolutely.
Bess. We love you
my
all.
man, AB DaCosta, we absolutely love you. And a fantastic year.
We'll see you on the 6th of Jan, Expresso fam. Have a beautiful one.
Another feel-good production.